Day, sir. We are back.
We are. It's been
Been a
about.
while. It's been a while, hasn't it? It must have been like what 3 weeks
That's because you're shit. You're just shit.
actually. Yeah, I know. I actually hold my hands up on this one. For whatever reason, it's like it's always feels like it's hard to dedicate like this time. Like I don't know, maybe finishing the diet phase. Me and Amy have just had more time to do stuff, and yeah,
Yeah.
so
I think it's when you train because you train sort of between 2 and 5,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Whereas I'm typically done by about 1.
yeah, yeah. I like my ideal time to train is like 11 to 12 start.
Yeah.
It doesn't often work that way because I've got like stuff to do in the morning. Like all my shit is in the morning. And then
And you can't do that in later on.
I can. I guess I'm just in a bit of a habit, and I guess maybe there's like a bit autistic of me, like I have
Yeah,
to
yeah,
do it a
yeah.
certain way.
Yeah, because
Um,
I'm the opposite. If I don't train in the morning, then I just kind of struggle to train the same way at night.
yeah,
So I'd rather get all my shit out after.
makes sense. Yeah, I feel like so if somebody told me, in fact, I've organised with a few people, and they're like, "Oh yeah, do you mind meeting me at like 6 o'clock in the evening?" Which I'm like, "Fuck no!" Like if I train at 6 o'clock in the evening, I just my enthusiasm to do it isn't there.
That's right.
Yeah, you know
Because
what
you
I
get
mean.
tired and worn out throughout the day. Like I remember back when I was first starting out, I could train at any time. I could train at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock at night. Now you just get tired and it's not. Plus,
Yeah,
we got a lot more shit going on. I remember obviously when I was 18, starting like 17, 18, first starting out training, what the fuck have you got to worry about? Fuck all.
yeah. Responsibilities, fucking being an adult and that. But I feel like, there's another thing as well for me. It's like on a personal level. I like a bit more of an empty stomach when I train.
Same.
Um, so I'll have one meal then train.
Same.
That's my preference. Even if I train at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I've still only had one meal because I
Yeah.
just like it. And then in the evening, it's just the way I like doing it. It's the way I
Yeah,
like doing
yeah.
it. Yeah,
I train after 1 as well. Yeah.
I've got this thing right. See if you agree with me. Like Amy, like, let's just say, for example, Amy's like, "Hey, I've just made this." She like does some bacon and shit. Like sometimes she'll be like, "Hey, do you want a bit of this cake?" For me, like sweet stuff and like treat stuff is an evening thing,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So, like, if I were to have a big slice of cake, like a fuck off slice of cake, and go and try and train, it
No
just
way.
wouldn't. Yeah, it doesn't feel right. Do you know what I mean?
I can't do that. I it just makes me feel heavy.
Yes.
I can't do that.
She doesn't understand it. She's like, just eat it, just have a bit. I'm like, nah, it kind of ruins like the flow of my day, you know?
Yeah, I'm exactly the same. I could have it at night, but not in like the daytime.
Yeah,
I'm not massively on sweet anyway. I prefer savory stuff,
right.
unless it's like the cinema or something. But
Yeah. By the way, mate, what's going on with you? Give me an
yeah,
update.
yeah, really good. So training's restarted back. So me and Alex have started training again.
He's
So
back. He's back.
and we've really pushed each other. So it's been really good. And to be fair, he's pretty much the only person I have trained with and can consistently train with. So we know how we train, we know what we do.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
and
Easy.
then we'll kind of hit like a big body part in the morning. So like quads, or we'll hit like chest. And in the evenings, I'll tend to go back to the gym and do maybe some abs, not cardio, but like some more like sort of like cardiovascular core stuff, things like that, calves. Um, just because like so I don't have to do cardio. I want to get slightly leaner again, and I just like to be
Yeah.
in the gym at the minute.
Well, it's nice to hear that you actually just got. It's nice to hear that you've got that zest back that we told me yesterday. Like, um, training was just a bit of a afterthought, wasn't it? But now you feel like it's like back. Do you reckon?
Yeah, 100%.
Like, and you see it more as a priority. Like it's like something that has to happen now.
Oh yeah, it has to happen. Yeah, for
Oh, there
sure.
you go. You're back then, mate. You're back.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice to hear that, mate. That's nice. And what about your the tattoo side of things and TikTok and what's going on with that?
Mate, that's flying. That is flying. It's like,
Yeah, it
well,
looks like it. Looks like
my
it.
Instagram's way surpassed TikTok now. Just
Your
got to hit
Instagram
a
surpassed
hundred
TikTok.
k. Yeah, and that's within what, 2.5 months?
I saw as well you reached like 43 million accounts.
Yeah,
Do you know what, Dave? I will say this to you, right? You're good. You're good at social media when you want it.
yeah.
Remember, right? Okay, let's break this down. For people who don't know Dave, even though they should do, watch it. You had your YouTube, which one of your videos got over 1 million views, which is a fucking hard thing
And
to do.
back then, you're talking back in
Yeah,
the day.
you
That's a
you
lot
were
of
a teenager.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You were a teenager, and like the thing is with you, and one of the reasons why I wanted to start this podcast with you is that you like you're controversial. You're less so now, I will say that. But no, hold on a minute, you still are a little bit. But like you say controversial stuff, and you're just quite good at creating a bit of an audience, I think.
Mm.
Um, and then you had your Instagram before it got lost or whatever the fuck. You had how many followers? You had like forty
Like
thousand or something.
10,000 or something, but
No, you had more. I swear you've done really well with that as well.
I can't remember, maybe. But you got to remember, like 4 or 5 years ago, the benchmark of getting 10,000 followers was like big.
Mate, I swear you had more than that. I remember your interaction. I was like, fucking hell, he's just quite good at this.
Yeah, it was quite good. And then I
Yeah.
lost that one, and I kind of just couldn't really be asked with like recording bodybuilding content. So I kind of just started that small one, which is my kind of my bodybuilding one, which is where I've got everyone that I know, people that I kind of interact with and talk to. I don't have random people on there. I don't follow random people on there. Everyone that I follow on there, I know, and I kind of care to see their content, you see?
Yeah.
Whereas with the tattoo one, I don't know anyone on there. I literally just I follow 300 people on there because I just
It's
I
just
can't.
it's just a vessel for you to get out content, right? It's not like an interaction thing like with people, is it? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I still got my the kind of the channel thing, which is where you can post content on there, but people can't comment on there. I don't know if
Mm-hmm.
you've had that if you've done yours like that too. And I've got a group chat which is actually quite big now, where people would ask to be on a group chat and then we'll just share tattoos, talk about tattoos and stuff like
Oh,
that. So
you've got that
that
on your you got that in your Instagram inbox of your tattoo one.
yeah, yeah, that's a group chat
Second.
on it's a group chat that I've created for people that wanna like join it and then we can discuss because like even with comments some of the comments is just stupid like you know most posts are getting like 1,000 comments. I mean some of them would get 100,000 comments. Like I've got a post with like 100,000 comments. Like you can't keep up with that shit. You can't read the comments.
No,
So
no. So you just sort of post it and let it do its thing, and then that's
yeah.
it.
And even with like requests on inbox there's like thousands to where I can't get through to all of them. It's just no way. So
Here's something I thought about you the other day because I was thinking about myself and I related it to you actually, and I thought sometimes it feels like, well, how do I say this? Like you're posting what you want. Don't get me wrong, but also you're posting for specifically a big reaction.
of course you have to. Of like
Well, yes and no. And sorry, I let you finish. Sorry, I want to say like the stuff that I post, I know is fairly niche, and I know I'm not going to get massive interaction, and it matters less to me about the number. Like if I get 2,000 views or 10,000 views, it's like okay, like as long as it's what I want to say, I feel kind of
yeah.
content with that. Whereas with you, I think you want it to go. You know what I mean?
Mm.
You know that's fair.
Well, I think you need a balance of both. So, for example, if you're going to speak about something that's trending, and again, like a lot of the tattoo, because mine's kind of like my content slash like other content that's kind of like that causes that interaction, right? So with that other content, it's more you need to post it before someone beat you to it. And
Yeah,
I think
yeah, I saw you write that the other day.
right.
You know, like if you're not hot on the button, then it's just like old
Mhm.
news.
And mind you, I get sent not hundreds, but lots of posts every single day. So I'm no short of what to post. So you never run out of anything to post on there. So it's kind of like you still filter through the stuff you want to post on there.
Yeah.
You know, but I think again, like I said, it's just that it's creating that big sort of audience, and I think that's kind of the way to do that. It's more the stuff that people care for because you post something that's kind of a bit boring. I mean, who's gonna watch it?
Yeah, and that is the reality even of what we're doing right now. Like, what are these the views on this? It usually varies between somewhere between like 600 to 1,000 views. So we're never going to be big time because of such a niche thing. But
Yeah,
me personally, I take the enjoyment from knowing that it's what I want to post rather than, like, for example, okay, we could easily talk about something we know is going to get views. Like, so we could talk about Sam Sulek, or we could talk about Greg Doucette. But you know these people that divide the audience. We could
yeah,
easily do that and say, what does Sam Sulek take in his cycle? What does 10 things
Yeah, we
about
don't want to
Brady's?
talk about that. We don't care to talk about that.
But these are the first two things that come to my head. I think what I mean is we could easily introduce something else
A
and make
hundred
it
percent.
more. Yeah, instead I'd rather it was what I want. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Well, this is it. I think a balance, like I said, a balance. Because if you talk about too much of a niche, then you can't really reach enough people to get through to enough people. But like, yeah, and mainly a lot of the stuff is the fact that I will see that on TikTok first. And TikTok, like I said to you before, is always slightly ahead of Instagram. Like anything that's not on that is on Instagram, it's already been on TikTok.
Mm,
So
mm.
if you get to it first and introduce it to Instagram, your shit blows up.
I get that. I get
It's just a
that.
way of it. So
I think
Instagram's just a bit behind.
rationalize this in my head because part of me sometimes I think, well, who even cares? Sometimes I do have these feelings like, why do I post? Who even gives a shit? It's like such a niche audience. And then I think to myself, hold on. If you and me were to have an in-person podcast, like we did it in a studio or whatever, and we had 600 people in the audience, you'd be buzzing with that.
I
If
know.
600 people listen to you there, but when you see the 600 number on YouTube, you think, oh, that's shit. But if you've reached 600 people, that's okay, cool. And if it's and out of those 600, let's say 400 actually gave a shit, 200 probably just like, yeah, whatever.
I
I
think
don't know.
it's
It's
more
not.
people
I
see the
don't.
effort, you
Sorry, say
see.
again.
So I think people see the effort that you put into it, meaning how does it separate you from other coaches? Because like for me now, I'm kind of pulling myself out of that scene a little bit. Like I'm just kind of keeping my lifestyle, people and that. But for yourself, particularly, it's more like right, everyone's a coach, everyone, but people buy from you as the person, not the
Yeah,
coach,
yeah,
right? So they're like, right, I get more chance to actually see what he is about.
definitely. I think that since we've done this podcast, like more and more people get to know you as a person, and that takes me on to something I wanted to talk to you about. Actually, recently I've had a few people say to me, I want to coach. I want to coach. I want to, not as in I want to begin coaching.
Mm-hmm.
How do you get started? And it's like people, as I say, people need to know who you are. They need to know what your credentials are. Do you have a brain for the sport? Do you have an eye for the sport? Are you good yourself? And get to know you as a person. They need to know everything. They need to see like what are you actually offering? Because I think sometimes people assume that you just say I'm a coach and then they think it's just going to roll into your bank account and then that's it. You're good.
That's why I think me and you have never had a trouble speaking on camera, and
Yeah,
that's a lot of things that people struggle with. So when they'll go, "Oh, how do I like go about it?" I'm like, "Well, just posting up your pictures doesn't do it because people need to see more than that. So you need to speak on camera. Oh, I'm camera shy. What do you mean camera? Like just practice, practice.
mm. True. Yeah, I mean, if you're not willing to put yourself out there in that sense,
Yeah. See, I don't know.
yeah,
I'm the
what?
opposite. I think I maybe love being on camera a bit too much because I have no problem with that.
No, I'm the same. I think you and me are cut from the same. You're pissing me off, mate. You and me are cut from the same cloth in that sense. Like even it is back dating even when I was in school. I was very much like I wanted to be center of attention.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Um, I enjoyed, and it went came into even when I was an adult as well, going out on nights out. It's to like knowing everyone, saying hello to everyone, and I think it takes that kind of personality, like a bit more open,
Yeah.
to
This is
make
so
it.
funny though. Like when we went out last night, mate, must have had about 20 people. They were like, "Oh, I see you on TikTok. I see you on TikTok."
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I mean, the thing is, you got to remember, like TikTok will kind of first push your content to people more local,
Right.
and then it will then branch out as your content starts to go viral. So it's mental.
You know what's mad is that yeah, it's like people. This was never really a thing. You've grown up in a time where it's always been a thing. Social media, when I first started going out, social media wasn't a thing.
Mm.
So now people feel like they know you, even though they don't know you, and this is just like normal.
Yeah.
This is just normal. I had a guy in the gym the other day come up to me and introduce himself in one of the gyms I go to. So, Matt, I've been following you for ages, watch your podcast and all that. And he goes, it's weird. I feel like I know you. You don't even know who I am. And I just thought to myself, isn't that funny? Isn't it? Like, it's a funny old world we live in because I didn't have Facebook when I was 20. So
Really.
16, 17, 18, 19, just going out on nights out. It was all just phone numbers. You meet a girl, you get their phone number. You meet a lad to go and go for a bit, phone number. There was nothing to get people up.
Wait, so did Facebook exist?
Facebook existed when I was came out in 2004. It didn't really get big until about 2006, 7.
Right,
So no one had it. I remember when I first got it, 2007, people started getting it about 6 months before me.
right.
That's when it really gained steam. People were using a little bit of MySpace in 2006,
Mm-hmm.
and then 2007, Facebook came about. And that's when I joined. And then it was all mad. It's like mad you meet a girl and then you Facebook them the next day. All right, it used to be a nightmare. They used to meet a girl on a night out.
Then all the dick pics.
You'd be like, boys, I met this really fit bird. Oh, let's have a look at her then. And you'd like Facebook her, and then her Facebook photos, and you're like,
And back
she's
then there was
fucking
no
terrible.
back then there was no filters, so people looked how they actually look.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you get caught out. You're like, I thought you said she was fit, mate. And you're like, oh.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, it was just it wasn't even a thing. But like, yeah, as I say, now with the podcasts like being so popular as well, people assume that they get an essence of who you are
who
without
you
knowing
are.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's an interesting thing, mate. It's an interesting one. But
What
yeah,
are you doing now?
uh,
Because you still look too good to be like.
um, no, I've relaxed. I've relaxed. Like I don't do any cardio now. I train as normal always. Oh, you're fucking winding me up. Um, but I weigh 280 pounds, but my condition's still not bad. If you saw from my photos, yeah, it's okay. Um, I think I'm just going to keep roughly around here. So I'm comfortable, but I'm still in an ever so slight surplus
Yeah.
gradually. And then I'll start prep probably around mid-Feb,
Mm.
mid-Feb
For
for the universe. But
so
my
you're
big
not
but
going to bother
is
doing two bros?
yeah. So I'll get ready for that time. So universe is around mid May, give or take. And I know that I take about 12 weeks to get ready. So roughly around there. But I think one of the big buts is, and it's hopefully he watches this as well, is I really want Craig to compete.
Mm.
I want to compete against Craig.
Yeah.
And if Craig's not doing the universe, I might hold off and do what he's doing. I don't know.
You're just going to wait and like jump in the show that he's doing.
Whatever he does, I'm like we're both the same because we train together on Wednesday. Oh man, 1 second. That's too much. So we trained together on Wednesday, and he said the same thing. He's like one of the big drivers for me starting is what you're doing.
Hey, that's good
So
though. You want that healthy competition because
yeah,
you know, at this point, you're both at that stage where you're not just on the amateur level. You've both got to a certain point
yeah,
where you want to actually compete against someone good.
yes, that's it, man. Well, the thing is, at the PCA Pro stage, everyone's fucking high level now. But I think there's just gonna be something special about going against Craig.
Mm-hmm.
And as much as I love him, I really want to beat him, and I make it no secret as well. And it's just for me that's going to be so fun. And
Yeah, of course.
I want this. I want the next few years just to be fun rather than. We kind of talked about another podcast where it starts to become a bit like
Bit of a drag, yeah.
yeah. And for me, the fun bit is like knowing I can go against one of my best friends, and yeah. So yeah, that's it, man. But I'm really enjoying it. I'm not with a coach, and I'm really content with things at the moment. So all is good, mate. All is good.
You're gonna prep yourself, you reckon?
No,
No,
basically on this little cut things that I did, I still made those silly mistakes. The stuff that I was doing in like 2018, I still do now.
right.
Like I'll underfeed myself. I'll happily go lower than what my calories are.
Mm.
And I catch myself doing it. I'm like, that's mad. Like I did that with I went into autopilot. So instead of adding a portion of rice into my meal, I just go, if I skip that rice, I'll be even leaner. And I do shit that I shouldn't do. And I know that it's not going to yield a better result because I need to be big. Not just
Yeah.
about being lean, it's about being big.
It's about retaining the size as well as yeah.
If I think that I'm going to win a PTA Pro show with just being lean, no, absolutely not. At the level that I'm at, mate, you need to come in big and full and lean, and so So yeah, I still make silly mistakes when I'm on my own, and it's so bizarre that I do it because I know it's wrong, and then I still do it. So I'm gonna get a coach.
Yeah. Have you thought about who though?
Probably Nate Styles. Probably Nate Styles.
Why?
Because we've I've known him for years. He's the same size as me. Well, he's bigger than me, but like
Yeah, yeah,
similar.
yeah. Same
Yeah,
stature.
relatable size. He's got a very good track record. I just really like him as a person, and we've had a chat about it. And he's like, "Yeah, I'd love to." So yeah,
That's good.
yeah. I respect him. I like him, and yeah, I don't. I think that his method isn't too far away from what I like. It's not too
Yeah,
much of
yeah,
a
yeah.
departure. It's yeah.
No, that makes sense. I mean, to be fair, I think my fucking mum could probably coach you, and you could still, I mean, your thing isn't getting in shape. It's more just like making sure that you stay on that track.
Yeah, getting me lean is probably the easiest thing in the world. Getting me like stage ready at my best is a different story because that's when like silly mistakes can happen. I'm almost embarrassed to say it, but cards on the table, I still do stupid shit, and I'm fucking how far into my journey. Um, and I think that's what it is, and I think that's the importance of having someone with an objective eye.
I think it's more of almost like a learning thing for people that are just like starting out. They think, oh, they know it all. You must know it all, and it's like, no, I still, you're like, you can still make mistakes. It's normal.
Definitely, man. But I think look, the caveat of that is I would never do that with a client.
No, no, no.
Yeah, but I do it to myself. So it's so stupid. And even Amy will catch me doing it. And Amy will be like, "Why are you doing that?" And I'm like, "It's fucking weird. It's weird." And I guess it would be like this. It would be like imagine a doctor whose business is health and well-being of your body. And doctors still do shit that they shouldn't, and they're
Yeah.
like, "Oh, it's still just the way it is." So yeah, that's my position, mate. Honestly, I'm so fucking content and happy right now. Like very calm and very yeah. It's really good, man. It's really good. Calories aren't too high, so I'm still enjoying food. And yeah, I had a couple of moments where I was like, "Fuck," or "I need to eat. I need to eat." A couple, but it's gone now.
So
I,
you're not.
I I only really get that for a very short period of time.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Well, to be fair, like for you, you've done it for so long that you're not really going to suffer from the usual shit that other people sort of encounter.
That's right, man. And like, the more you do it, the less you suffer. Like you did it one time. I know you've gone through cycles before. You did it one proper. If you were to be on like your fourth or fifth now, it's so much easier. So much easier.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Every single time, it's a little bit easier, a little bit easier, a little bit easier. And I think that's a good message for people listening as well. Like the more you do it, trust them, trust me.
It gets easier.
Yep, definitely,
Yeah,
definitely. Should we get into this rate my physique? I saw you boys do it on the podcast, and I thought that's a good idea.
yeah, yeah.
That's a good idea.
I
So
like that as well. We got a decent response from that, so people seem to like that.
yeah, I think it's really good for interaction. And I guess what I wanted to do though, right? So we need to set some like ground rules, like, and the reason why I think of that is because who are we? Okay, so if I get a physique up, clearly we're not going to be comparing it to
Ronnie Coleman.
exactly right. So we need to understand the level. Okay, we're comparing it to people of their level. For example, even within what I've got people who are incredibly like they're beginners. I've
Yeah,
got beginners, and then I've got really decent competitors. So, so you need to be fair relative to their level.
I think with this episode, because you've got 25, I think let's try and rate as many as we can
Mm-hmm.
quickly,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
and then after that, if someone responds back, then we can maybe go back into a little bit more depth, or just kind of generalize it today, just so we can run through maybe all of them, so then people don't get left out.
Okay. So it's definitely not about being too harsh, but also we've got to be honest. If we're not honest, then the whole
Oh,
integrity of this thing
I'll
is
just
something
say this
shit.
now. I don't give a fuck. So and I tell you what, I'm not saying I'm a good bodybuilder. I'm not saying I'm better than so and so. No, I am just saying this is my opinion based on what I see. That has nothing to
Literally.
do with who's better, who's like, you know what I mean? You don't have to be a good bodybuilder to kind of see it and
Yeah.
judge. Do you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
that's a really good one. Yeah, so that's the other thing. So everyone watching, we're not. It's not relative to me, and it's not relative to Dave. It's fucking. We're looking at your photos and we're telling you what you specifically you need to work on.
Amateur scene. We're talking about the amateur scene.
Absolutely, yeah.
So,
So right. So this is the first time I've ever done this.
and we're gonna rate him out of 10, yeah?
Rate them out of 10 and then give them like pros and cons. Yeah,
Okay.
cool. And but we also have to say relative to their level.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Because if we got a
Well,
guy who's
know what their good body parts are. I think we should just critique.
okay, right, well, let's do this. I'm going to share screen. So our first one, so we've got 25. First one is a client of
I
mine,
see the
actually.
screen though.
I mean, first one is a client of mine. It's Paul Atherton. Here it is. Yep.
Posing is shit. So he needs to fix his fucking posing. That's the main thing.
Right. So
He looks like he's riding a fucking bike.
right. So
So
so what you would say is that he needs to lower his arms down. Is that what you'd
yeah,
say?
yeah. Bring his arms down. Legs are good. Like
So
as
this
in legs are positioned well.
so this is interesting. So I know him obviously personally. I've seen him in person. I've seen him compete. Um, his legs are the thing he needs to bring up the most.
Yeah. I
So
mean, as in from the if I had to pick which part of his physique I prefer, I'd say his lower, because even though he's slightly a little bit undersized, I think his legs have a nicer shape to him. Maybe because he's not like lean, stage lean, so you can't really see.
yeah,
But
that's the other thing as well. We need to take into consideration people's condition. So currently, Paul's like 3 months, 4 months
it's
into a
how he's
growth.
posing. That posing is just awful.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's like his arms almost like parallel to like his sort of shoulders, you know?
I think what he needs to do more is, yeah, like change the arm position, but also suck in his abs. So at the moment, it's like he's crunching down on it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so stretch out.
Stretch out and expand your lats more, expand your chest and lats more. And what that would do by doing that, your shoulders are going to pop more as well because you're
Yeah,
going to change the
create that
angle.
X-frame.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, Paul, you need a shave. Number one, you need to bring your legs up and also
Off
alter the.
season, he's allowed.
Yeah, true. Bring the pose up so like stretch out your physique and maximize what you got because Paul's got really good arms, chest, but you can't
Arms
see
are
it.
fucking massive.
Oh yeah, definitely, mate, definitely. Okay, so that
So,
is
a 5 out of 10.
5 out of 10. Relative to other like, are we talking about the whole amateur scene in the UK?
Yeah.
If you're 1 out of 10, you're fucking dog shit, and if you're 10 out of 10, you're basically going to be a pro.
If you're 1 out of 10, you're that guy that we always take the piss out of with the shit genetics. I can't remember his name now. The one we always look at and we're like, oh my god, he just needs to do something else. If
Oh
you're,
yes, yes, I know
yeah,
who
yeah,
it
yeah,
is.
him. I
We can't say his name though, that's too harsh.
don't know his name. Otherwise, I'll just be like him.
No, that's too harsh. Like we can't make this super negative, man. We can't. So
No, it's
yeah,
not negative. I just think some people just need a bit of a fucking awakening because this geezer is putting so much effort into something that is never gonna fucking go anywhere. Why fucking waste your time? I don't get that, right?
yeah,
If
yeah,
you have such shit genetics, I would just do something else, bro. There's so much other shit you can do.
yeah,
Don't
yeah.
waste
So
your
if
time.
you are putting your body through all that stress, all those drugs, and all that time, all the money, everything, but your genetics are terrible.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think
Haven't
people around you should be more honest.
and you haven't made any substantial progress in 2 years,
Yes.
bro. Just give up. Just
Well,
go and do.
this is it, man. But they put up side by sides and 2 years of progress, and you're like, what the fuck's happened?
You're just
Nothing.
after pictures are slightly bigger. That's all.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You just like did this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, yeah, well, so I would say if we're talking one is that guy, 10 is someone who's like proper, like
Ten
high level.
is ten is the likes of you, Josh Law, Connor, those guys.
So I would say I would give Paul 7.
7.
Paul, he's better than that. Again, bearing in mind, I've seen him in shape as well. I've seen
Oh,
him in shape.
I'm in shape. Okay, sorry, that's fine.
I could show you him. Just take my
Let's
word for it.
move on. Let's move on.
Pause at seven. Pause at
All right, fine.
seven. Right. Next one. So I'm just figuring out how to do this. So the next one is. So I got, as I say, I got 25 to choose from. I'm going to go down to the bottom. Mike McCarry. Are you actually able to see the screen at the moment? Can you see
Yeah, I
it? Yeah?
can. Yeah, not
Okay.
not not big, but I can see the I can see your screen. Yeah.
Can you see? Load up now. Can you see that?
No, there's no change.
Right. I'm going to have to stop. So people are going to have to bear with this one.
No, you
Uh,
just clip it. Just clip it.
there you go. This should work now. So this is Mike McCarry.
Cool.
You see it?
Why do you take pictures like that? Why are you fucking taking a picture? If I want, if I'm gonna rate your fucking physique, and this guy is good, right? Okay, he's got decent arms, he's got nice shape, but what the fuck can I see from this? Yeah, I can't see shit, right? You're holding your phone like that. You're hiding half of your fucking physique. I can't see your chest. You,
Yeah.
like, you can't see the legs. You can't see calves. How am I supposed to say a rating of like whatever 2 out of 10?
So
Move on.
no, hold on a minute. We've got to give him a little bit more time than that. No way. So
Well, no, I'm not being funny, but if you're going to send a picture, yeah, send a proper fucking picture.
how about I got another one then?
And he's
Here
good. He's not fuck. He's not. He's good. You can see he is good.
you go.
All right.
See him
Yeah.
now?
From that picture, right? How much of a fucking bigger difference there is?
I
Right.
know.
His chest looks fucking big. Arms, delts look good. The other picture just looks like I don't know. It just you can't even see anything from it.
Yeah, so this is my thing. I hate whenever you say to a new client or someone who does a check-in and they do a check-in like that, they do a selfie in the mirror. Does my head in. Does my
Yeah.
head in. But anyway, so let's go over this, right? So I would say if something to be brought up from this, I would say triceps.
Yeah.
So they look a little bit flat, don't they, compared to his delts and his chest?
How he's posing it as well because he can bring
Bring
his
it
arm.
forward more.
Yeah, bring him forward a little bit. Obviously, that's just a point. But no, that's right. Compared to his chest, his triceps are behind.
So yeah, triceps he brought up, and the other thing I would say is just condition, like because the leaner he gets, the better he's going to look. Right?
But this is the thing, right? We can't really rate his physique on how on based on like the amateur scene because this is just an off-season picture, right?
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Well, we got a lot of people submitted different ones. Some are in, like just in the gym, some are in like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
stage. But yeah, so Mike, good chest, good delts. I would say bring up your arms and get that condition. That would be the thing. He's all. Do you see that? He's Connor's best pal.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, I was in Austria with him. We had post show dinner with each other.
All right.
He's a top guy, mate. Top guy. Right. Anyway, move on.
Alex requested for us to rate him.
Got his photo?
I'll send him to you. Yeah.
Yeah, send it to me and we'll do him in a bit. I'll get another one up now. Okay.
What do you want me to? What do you want to send it on to?
Send it to my WhatsApp.
Cool.
To Alex as well. Right. Next one is what can you see right now? Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you. I can see me. And I can see like an empty inbox.
So the next one is Liam Davies.
Cool. Yeah.
Liam
Liam's
Davies.
good.
Do you know Liam? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. We'll get Liam up. Does it come up properly yet?
I can't see anything different to what.
I understand what I've got to do now. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's you go.
I mean, look, he's not.
Oh, by the way, oh yeah, no, it's hard for us to give an out of 10, Mike, isn't it? Because he's like not a proper competitor. He's not fully conditioned.
No, exactly.
All right, okay, cool. So let's go, Liam. Sorry.
So, good shoulders, chest is lagging. So obviously that's just kind of a normal thing for most people that have really good shot, part unless you're Connor. Um,
Yeah, it's usually the way, innit? So you have good shoulders, but you have poor
Quad
chest.
too bad compared to the rest of his body, but his calves seem to be like really fucking long.
Oh, I can relate to that one.
Do you know what I mean?
So
It almost looks
yeah,
like he's like from like the bottom of his foot to his knee. It's like
yeah. Right. So when I look at this physique, what I see is strong delts, strong biceps, and big quads, but not detailed quads. Then if I'm looking at weaknesses, I would say probably needs to be a bit tighter.
oh, massively tighter. Yeah,
He needs more detail on his quads. He needs a bigger chest, and he needs more tricep and a better midsection.
I think when we say tighter, what I what I would say is not so much tighter in a way that he probably couldn't get any leaner in this prep because he doesn't hop
Okay.
because that chest, no matter how lean you get it, that
Right.
chest is small.
Okay, but the reason why I say tighter is because of quad detail and look at the midsection as well. It's a bit blurred out, right? So when we're talking about like getting and what like you just said, if he were to get tighter and his legs were to come in detailed, his chest would be even worse.
That's right.
Yeah, yeah,
So he would look even worse upstairs if he was to come in
yeah.
leaner.
Because you tend to flatten off on your weaker areas. So
Yeah,
um, yeah, I think relative to this prep, he probably did what he could.
that's what I mean.
Yeah, he just needs a little bit of time, and I would suggest less time for your quads because they're fucking the size of his quads relative to his body is really good.
I know.
And his biceps are fucking very big, biceps delts, but he just needs a little bit more on the chest and the triceps, I would say.
Yeah, he's literally got like the arms of like almost like that his arms were taken from a different body and put on him.
Yep, that's right. That's right. We've actually got another image from him as well. So here you go. Hold on, that's not working.
That's good because people never send their back shots.
Yeah, I know. I've got loads of back shots, mate. Honestly. Yeah, yeah.
Gonna have to do a bit of cutting on that.
Do you know what? As long as if we're quick enough, maybe. So okay, this is just uploading now. So this should work. And now you see it?
Yeah,
Okay, so this is back.
his back's fucking good.
Do you know what, man? Like, so now the condition thing I don't agree with. So now I think he looks tight enough. Like,
This is what I was saying, right? Look at his glutes, right? His
yeah,
ham
his glutes, his
he's fucking
hands, yeah.
killed,
Mm,
but again, he just hasn't got the size, which is kind of what we said first, looking at his upper body, his front.
definitely. Yeah. So, okay, so Liam, your fucking lower body is fantastic. Fair play to me. I would say that you need a bit of lat width, and a bit of like thickness for your mid back. I mean, it's there, but I just think you need a bit more.
Mm.
I think
It's
his
probably
his lower body dominates his upper body.
I think his back is actually a standout compared to how shit his fucking chest is.
Yeah, I think yeah, the chest is definitely the weakest. But like, if you like, look at the lat taper, like literally isolate the lat. Like, forget the rest of the back, just isolate the lat. It's not that well developed.
Yeah,
And then if you compare that to his glutes, hams, and quads, what the fuck? Like, you know what
yeah,
I mean?
that's right.
Yeah, condition wise, mate, I take back what I just said. I think what it is more in condition is like muscle maturity and like separation between muscle.
100%. Yeah, that's what it is. It's just getting
Fine,
bigger.
fine, fine.
Yeah.
Because yeah, your conditions bang on, mate. Fair play. That's actually really, really good. Okay, go to the next one. So how as long as I can do this quite quick, I don't fucking have to like edit like shit.
Cool. Yeah, fine.
If I'm just quite quick. Um, there's a couple of guys. So the next one we got is a guy called Dom Carr.
I know him. Yeah, I know him as
So
well.
Dom,
Yeah, he's good.
yeah, you know what? He sent me a thing as well. He gave me a few of his placings, so I want to quickly get up as well because I want to mention it. He was telling me about how he did like the universe and stuff, and there you go.
Didn't Jace prep him?
Yeah, maybe that's where I recognise him from. You know. Oh no, here we go.
Yeah, I think Jace prepped him for that last show.
You see him?
Yeah,
Yeah, he looks really good.
really good.
Yeah, definitely, mate. So he said he did the first timer show, 2021. But he didn't place in the finals, and then he did another show, came second out of five, and he got sixth in the open short of the universe.
Hmm.
So looking at his physique, I don't necessarily see any standout weaknesses. I would say potentially quads need a little bit more, but actually he's
They
pretty.
do in the front relax, but then in the
Yeah, yeah,
back they look really good. So
yeah. I agree. I agree. He's actually really good. I don't have too much of a critique. He's fucking good. I
no,
think he probably
no,
just needs a bit more size overall.
posing's good.
Yeah, yeah,
Just just to basically just keep up doing what he's doing, and obviously he's got the short. Well, I guess to his advantage or disadvantage, depending on how you look at it. But you know, I think if you're short in bodybuilding, that can sometimes suit you. It's just you can only get so far.
yeah. I get you, mate. I get you. I think yeah, you're sort of like limited by. I always assumed that like being short was like a really positive thing in bodybuilding, but sometimes it's not.
I don't know. I hate short guys. That's why I'm always like when I see a short bodybuilder, I'm like, yeah, it just doesn't do it for me. It's just not unless you're like someone like that.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, look at his back as well. I'd say that his back's really, really good. He's got really good detail through the middle. Um,
It's really fucking good.
I haven't really got a lot. He looks good. I don't know what condition this is. If this is like near stage, I would say he probably needs to be a tiny bit tighter. And the reason why I say that again is because of detail. So look at his hamstrings; they don't have much separation, and his quads, they're kind of separated, but kind of not as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just time. I think it's just because I think obviously that's his only what second prep or whatever. So
Yeah. Given the amount of time he's been doing it, he's good. Yeah, he's fucking good. I think maybe it's genetic, but maybe like a little bit more lower lat. You know, like maybe his lats insert high, but so they.
I don't think lower lat. I actually think the Terry's because if you look in that front double,
Yeah.
like he's almost like the Terry's like if you can see sort of like on the
Which bit?
insertion
So
like
can you see the arrow?
yeah,
Which bit do you mean exactly?
there. That's it. The
Yeah.
Terry's kind of that's Terry's.
Right. So what I was talking about though, so this is his lat here where the hand is,
Yeah,
but this bit here could do with being a little bit thicker.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Imagine if that like swooped out like there instead. That'd be ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, leg side. I don't think he needs more leg to be honest. Relative to his waist. By the way, we didn't rate Liam out of 10.
6.5 for condition, only because his condition's really
Yeah,
good.
yeah. So muscle mass lacking, but conditions really good. I like ticks. Let's go ticks. This guy here out of 10.
7.2.
0.2.
Well, because
Um,
he's got like he's above average for sure, but he's got like still areas that needs improving.
yeah, I would give this guy yeah, 7.5.
Yeah,
He's got a bit more thickness than Liam. I think it might be a height thing, but um, yeah,
just
he's
all
just
around, just all around looks more complete,
yeah, more complete. Yeah. But that's not to discredit Liam as well. I think Liam from his legs,
mate. We this here, right? We're being hypercritical, right?
of
We're
course, of course.
almost being hypercritical to the point where like don't take any offense to any of it. Like we don't if we say something that's we don't mean it like oh you're shit. We just
Unfortunately, mate, it comes to the territory. People will be offended, but as long
oh
as
well
we try and be fair, we try
we
not to
don't
be
fuck.
dickheads.
Like if you ask for critique, you know what I mean?
Right, here we go. Can you see this?
Yeah.
So this is Dario. Do you know Dario?
Yeah.
Right, here we go.
Very impressive. Very impressive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's very good.
Um legs on him just stupid. His arms are good. Um yeah. I think as well, he gets fucking lean as well. But I think because he did your show.
Yeah,
Um and on stage, whether they messed up something with that last bit or they fed him something that they shouldn't have. But I remember like he was sweating quite a lot. He was almost like they overdid their carb up.
right? Because yeah, I remember he like lacked a little bit of detail on stage.
Yeah,
I've
but
seen him. I've seen him in person as well. I remember I walked past him. He'll probably remember this as well because he'll be watching, right? So I walked past him in what's that gym called? You know, what everyone goes to in London to do the weigh-ins.
Graftism.
Graftism. Yeah. I met him in Graftism as he was walking out. I was walking in, and he whipped his top off in front of me, and he showed me some like shots, and like he looked fucking good. Like he was so wide.
I
He done a
know
lat spread, and his lats were like fucking
because he is short, so
yeah.
obviously he actually has that to his advantage
Yes,
because
yes.
and he
Yeah,
gets lean.
yeah, he gets in shape and he's got a lot. So this is an example of someone who's pretty complete in terms of muscle mass.
Yeah,
In terms of muscle mass, he's definitely like he'd be like probably like a 9 out of 10. In terms of like polish on stage, probably like a 7 or 8.
yeah, yeah, and that's
It
just time again. And I tell you what, he's been about for fucking long time. Like he's been
yeah.
competing for years.
I think if he were to bring the level of condition that he knows he can achieve, yeah, he's a threat to anyone, mate. He's really, really good. Very,
Yeah,
very big. Like for his size, very big.
there literally isn't a body part on him that you think you need
No.
to bring that up. Like I
He's
don't know,
got it all. Yeah, he's got it all. I'd
can't
say
even I can't
in hypercritical, maybe a tiny bit of tricep. You look at his tricep, looks a tiny bit
that,
flat,
but yeah,
but that's just being hypercritical. He's got everything else. So
yeah,
I've seen him in person. I'm sure you have as well. Like
yeah, yeah, yeah. Of course.
he's good, mate. He's very good. Yeah. Right. Next one. Who we got now? We have got Lee Para.
Yep, Lee.
Really?
He did one of your shows as well.
That's right. Yeah, he done the fit excitement.
FitX.
We were in the overall together.
Yeah, yeah. I chat to Lee like he messages me like every day. He's all right.
Yeah, I trained with him as well. He's a
Oh
good
yeah,
dude. He's a good dude. So here we go. Can you see this?
yeah.
To be fair, that looks very, very
That
good.
show, mate. He
Yeah,
is fucking good. He
yeah,
is really fucking good. Like if you look at that quarter turn, he's
yeah.
posing it well. Um, yeah, the like in that side chest,
Yeah.
the hamstring potentially slightly like being hyper like picky.
So yeah. So the quarter turn looks really impressive. I would say one thing, Lee, bring that rear delt, the delt furthest away from the camera, bring it down.
Um,
So create like a line with your
yeah,
delts. But the rest of the shot is fucking
rather than
phenomenal.
being like that kind of like it's more.
Yeah, he's sort of like crunching it up. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
The rest of the shot is phenomenal, like your obliques, chest striations, like very, very good. His own admission, I remember him saying this to me in person as well. He's just quad detail. His quads didn't come in until literally like a few days out.
right.
Like he was like 2 weeks out and they weren't properly in. They came in right at the end. So
Yeah,
with Lee, it's lower body detail is what he lacks. But I remember seeing him on stage before I went on stage. Yeah, he's fucking good, mate. He's
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
He is good.
upper
I've
body especially very complete. That back is very, very good as well. Very
yeah, yeah.
out of 10.
8.5 for me.
I agree. I'll go with that. I'll go with that. Right, next one. Going to get to some people now that we're going to struggle to because they're just not competitors. But we can still do them.
Oh, we'll still do them.
So the next one is Jack Jackson. You know him?
Jack Jackson. Yes.
Right. So we go with his back shot first.
I've known of this guy for fucking years.
Same.
He got really lean recently as well.
Uh,
He loves talking about drugs. That's his fucking thing.
yeah. Loads of people are know, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, what if I use this and that? And I'm like, bro,
When they talk about drugs, I say, just don't talk
yeah.
to send him your way instead.
Well, let's say because obviously he's not a competitor, so we're not gonna
Yeah.
give him a rating of X amount. But
Relative to non-competitors, what does he look
yeah, yeah, on like a mate. I mean, relative to non-competitors, he probably looks better than 95% of people that go to the gym. Um,
Yes.
I will tell you what I think. That's the shortness, and he always goes on about that himself anyway. The fact that he is short, um, kind of probably takes away a little bit from
Mhm.
how good he could look.
Let's break it down body part for body part, right? Body part for body part. So
Yeah,
his back looks pretty good. His back
yeah.
can stand up to here. His delts are pretty good. I would say
He,
delts are
his legs
overpowering the arms a
judge
little
him
bit.
because he's just stood like a fucking log.
Yeah, the lower body, but even if he wasn't, that lower body looks work, doesn't it? It does.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And also, I would say the bicep
Sorry,
peak. The
if I
bicep.
remember, his quads are fairly decent.
I've got another photo, so I'll get it up. So I would say his bicep peak is lower than his delts, which is something that I can relate to as well. Which means you need to work on your arms a bit more.
Yeah, but that's how he's posing it. He's got his wrists in front of him.
Also, he probably needs to bring his elbows up a bit more.
That's what I mean. If he was to rotate his wrists, that would look totally different. And the angle, it's taken from like up here, it seems. Whereas if you take it from like straight on, the bicep peaks would probably look bigger. So he would
I
probably
agree.
look better.
I agree.
Chest is fucking ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah, very, very good. I remember he actually voiced that the other day, saying about chest like being something that he never struggled with. Uh, not now, one sec. We got. So now we can see front and we can see legs.
Yeah,
So there, arms do not really look like they're a weak point. Chest not, delts not. It's just I would say lower body, legs.
yeah. Which
But
is
I
the
would,
case for most like people that don't compete because
yeah, yeah,
legs are hard to train. Legs need a lot of fucking volume and they need a lot of fucking weight as well, which most people don't want to put that much effort into training legs if they're not going to show them off on stage. As long as they're semi decent, which they are on him,
yeah.
it's good enough.
I mean, I don't even think they're necessarily small. Like, there's a couple of things playing against him. Number one, he's not posing them right, so it's like he's squeezing them right. Or maybe he is, I don't know. But also the camera angle is going down.
That's what. Yeah. Do you remember when I took that fucking picture of you at the FitX and you were like, "Oh,
Oh yeah.
fucking my legs."
Yeah, this is a tip for everyone. If you want your legs to look relative size to your body, take the photo from hip height
Yeah.
because basically then you get like upper lower is like is more of an accurate representation. When you've got the camera up here,
Like,
your
well,
legs are
maybe at
small.
like probably like sternum because
Yeah,
I'm lower
yeah,
body dominant, so I want my upper to come across bigger.
right, yeah, 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 yeah. It's never really favourable if you take the photo from this angle.
No,
But yeah, I mean for a non-competitor, he's like so if we're just judging him against other people, he's probably like a
7.5.
yeah, I'd say 7.5, 8 out of 10 compared to non-competitors. Yeah,
Yeah, good. He's good.
yeah, he's definitely good. Yeah, no doubt. Right, next one we have got uh, Sam Richards. Do you know Sam?
Sam.
On Instagram, he's called Sam is side boob.
I
Uh,
need to see a
I,
picture. I probably do, but
I was on his podcast actually. He's a real intelligent guy, real nice guy, very
like,
insightful. Yeah, he's good to talk to. He is. So it's just coming up now. I like Sam a lot. Here we go.
no, I don't know.
You don't know? Oh shit! Sorry. No.
He's good.
Yeah, definitely.
More lats.
Yep.
Um, legs are good. I mean, quads are nice. Quads are good.
Yeah. Neat arm quads. I would say condition wise, it's where it needs to be.
Yeah,
I would say you could probably do with a bit more arm separation, bicep to tricep.
yeah, yeah. I think, when we look at some of these guys and you're like, oh, he could be tighter. It's like he probably, like you said, he's probably done everything he could have done. And I'm not talking about Sam. I'm just saying, like, for the majority of people that when you see someone, you're like, oh, he doesn't look like fucking Ryan Mackins on stage. No, because he hasn't got the fucking muscle yet.
Right. So relative to his level, he's as good as he can be.
Yeah.
That's such a true
Relative
statement.
to his level, that's probably a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Relative to his level, relative to all competitors, I would say he's probably like a 7 out of 10. Um, I think with a couple of, he's actually got a really appeasing midsection, really good detail, good lines. I think with
Let's
a bit more,
let's see the like the back or something.
yeah, yeah, yeah. With time, he can be very good. Be very good.
100%. Yeah.
Uh, back. I've got a side chest. I've got, yeah, kind of got a back.
Yeah, that twisting back shot. Let's see
This one
that.
here, yeah, yeah.
Because we'll see the hamstrings as well. Because that's a telltale. Like a lot of people you see, like from the front,
Yes.
it look better, and then they turn around and like, oh, your hamstrings are still,
Yeah, yes, yeah, you bang on, bang on.
or even undersized. Because a lot of people train quads, but they don't actually know how to train. Oh, his hamstrings are good.
Yeah, the separation from quad to ham's nice. I would say so. I hate this advice because it's like so generic. He just needs a bit more size everywhere,
Yeah, no, but
and
that's
that's
fair.
it. Yeah, he just needs a bit more size. But his shape, his detail, he's pretty proportionate, generally speaking. Like that's good. Yeah, I would say 7.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's very, very good. Just with a big off season, a couple of off seasons, he's going to
No,
be.
that's like 3 or 4 years away. It for me.
In 3 or 4 years, this guy can be like a
But
nine
you're
foot guy.
talking because he's already quite advanced. So you're talking 5 pounds per off season of muscle, 20 pounds on him, be pretty sound.
Oh fuck me, yeah.
But you're
No,
talking probably four off seasons.
so yeah, if he can keep all the shape, the detail, just be £20 over. Fuck me, he's gonna be
Yeah,
very good. Yeah,
because you know I think a lot of people go, "Oh, I just need a big off season." No,
yeah,
you can put a lot of weight on in an off season, but it doesn't mean that you're gonna
yeah. Like actual muscle mass is going to take several off seasons, isn't it? Let's be honest.
100%.
I'm going to go Steve Chambers first because I know him, and he's a regular viewer of our podcast. He loves the podcast, so
Yeah, I like Steve. He's sound.
yeah, he is 100%.
I like his physique as well. He looks good.
Definitely, he comes in pretty good shape as well.
Yeah, obviously coaches him, so he's gonna.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There you go.
Yeah, mate. Literally, maybe a bit more tricep, but
If I'm not mistaken, Steve, I think you've got like you've had an operation on your arm. You have to confirm that one. I think Craig told me he had something done to his right arm. If you see it, looks really flat in his tricep.
right, okay.
His delts, he's like me. His delts overpower everything. Just fucking boom. Look at that.
Traps as well. Fuck me. Traps, delts, chest is decent.
That's decent. And do you know what? I know this about Steve as well. His back is his standout thing.
Yeah, yeah. His back is good.
That's very good.
Calves are
Um,
good.
yeah, even leg size, maybe a tiny bit more, but that's being hypercritical. Um,
Thing is, I think legs could always be bigger. No matter who you are, legs can always be bigger.
Big Ramy.
Yeah, well, yeah.
No, you're right. You're right. Everyone can do a little bit more. You're right. I think Steve comes in good condition, good back, pretty good. I'd say the arms. I'd say the arms are the thing that throws the physique off. And I don't think that's his fault. I'm pretty sure this bit here is because of an operation.
Right.
I think. If you notice, this one's got a bit more of a sweep on it.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, this is good. This is very good. I would say out of 10, this is probably an 8.
From what everyone.
So if Sam was 7.5, yeah, maybe I would say he's as good as Sam.
Par with Sam, yeah.
Yeah, he's as good as Sam. I don't. It would be hard to pick a winner unless they were stood side by side. But
Hmm.
yeah, this physique's really good. It's just I'd say a bit more arm, a bit more leg, and the rest is already there. So yeah. Next dude is uh, David Chan.
Hmm.
So this is not a competitor. Let's start with the back.
I can already see what he needs to work on.
Go on him.
lats from the front. So those teres muscles, the lats, the not so much the actual lat, but the teres. That's what needs to come up there.
Yeah. So when people talk about, so teres is for people who don't know. Yeah. So your lats would be here. Teres and rhomboid is sort of like in this area here. You get
Which I
detail
think is
here.
what gives you that look. When you look at someone, they've got a really good front double bicep. When they turn around, their back isn't as good.
Yeah.
I think that's where that comes from. The teres.
So, but back anatomy, like when people talk about mid back, your traps, which is all of this here,
Yeah, traps, erectors.
rectors, traps, and then you've got rhomboids, teres, and you've got subscapular, and then you've got lats here. So for me, he needs more lat and teres, as you say,
This
lat and
guy ain't
teres.
bad, but he's just shallow everywhere. His arms are
He needs a
decent.
bit more delt as well.
His delts are decent, but shallow. His back is like decent, but still needs to come up. His hamstrings, his quads. So he just needs to put more size on, right? He's balanced for him, right? But overall, just a bit more everywhere.
I want to go here. Yeah, overall a bit more. That's exactly right. And but you know, here's the other thing as well. If you're not in full condition, it's hard to see. So, for example, someone's back can look like it's super shallow, but that's because you're not in shape. When you're in
Yeah,
shape,
true,
you get way more detail.
true.
Back in
But
particular is that's
compared
true.
to based on, I think it's very rare for you to see someone with amazing back and they have shallow hamstrings, very small, like very
Yes,
small chest, things like that, for example. For you to go, yeah, his back's gonna be really good when he's lean. That's rare.
I agree. I agree with you. I agree with you. So based on this as well, to me, actually his delts look better here. I'd say he
Yeah,
needs more arm. He needs more arm.
more arm.
Chest and delts actually okay. He needs more leg, lower body.
Mm-hmm.
Also the way he's posing it. See that?
Well, that's just yeah,
I know that you're not a competitor, David. I completely get that. But from now on, what I want you to try, mate, is this leg here. Instead of putting the weight on this, put the weight on this leg. This leg here should be bent, not this one.
and smash that leg into the back leg.
Smash this one into this one, and then this hamstring will go boop.
Mm.
So yeah, David, you just need a bit more size everywhere, basically. Bit more arm, bit more leg in particular.
Because I'd say even on a scale of average gym people, he's still like a 4 out of 10 to me.
I'd say it's a bit more than four. For an average gym user, like across the board average, we're including everyone in this. He's definitely
Yeah.
not a four. We're
Mate,
including.
some kids that fucking look pretty sick in the gyms now.
I'd say he's more. I'd say he's like a six.
No, a 4.
But David, I'm sorry about David. I'm sorry about Dave giving you a four. I don't think that you're a four. I think you just need a bit more size. It looks to me that you're quite tall as well. So you,
Yeah,
you
I
need you
was
need
I
to
was
put
just thinking that.
you need to put extra work in. And I'm speaking from a 6'3" frame. Trust me, it takes time. Yeah. Cheers, David. Thank you. I'm sorry if David offended you. Remember, we're
No,
not trying to be horrible.
it's not horrible. It just is what it is, isn't it?
Ah, Mike is just hench. I went for food with him the other day. We had a lunch date at Five Guys.
You've been cheating on me then.
Yes, yes. Sorry. I wonder if he could eat more than you. He is, mate. By the way, in person, he is a fucking monster.
Right.
He's 142 kilo,
How fucking tall is he?
6'5".
Oh,
Why is this
nah,
not
he'll
working?
take me. He'll take me.
Mate, he can eat this dude. He can eat.
I bet.
It's not fucking working. You might have to come back to him.
All right.
Not fucking working. I mean, oh, that's what I'm gonna do.
Oh, this guy's back needs a lot of work.
If
Good
I zoom,
delts.
when I zoom in, can you see the zoom in?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good chest, good delts, good abs. Back is just like, and I'm like you've taken it from a different person.
Yeah. Oh, right, hold on a minute. I want to get him up properly. Back it back to me again. For some reason, that wasn't fucking working. It's doing what it did again. The downloads aren't working.
Oh, can you not zoom in on the page?
I just tried and you can do it. I just did it and you didn't say anything.
Okay, go with someone else then.
There you go. Oh, I've got it. I've got it. There you go. You see that?
Yeah.
With a cock sock.
Hmm.
Lovely. So yeah, so this is the guy I went for 5 goes with the other day. As I say, on stage he's about 105 kilo, if I'm not mistaken. And he's now currently 142. He's fucking ginormous, mate. He's so big. 6'5", 140 kilo. What's your thoughts?
He's got good quads for someone that's 6'5".
His quads are massive and they're very detailed. On stage, they were super, super peeled. Should we rate his
Yeah.
cock? Yeah,
um,
your cock looks like a 3 out of 10, mate. Sorry.
bro, I
Right.
think it's probably fucking cold out there when he's.
Don't make excuses for him. Fuck's sake. Right. So I know Mike's physique already, and I know what he needs to work on. So Mike has got incredible width, good delts, good quads. He's even got a very good appeasing midsection as well. He needs more thickness through here, through the top
Yeah,
line, and he needs more back as well, more lats and more thickness through the
I
back.
could see that just even him standing like that, where how his lats come in.
Yeah, he knows it already. He knows it as well.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, if you can imagine this is 6'5", so you can imagine this is very big. But yeah, really good physique, and I think his potential is pretty fucking high given the fact he's already filled these out.
Yeah.
This is the hard bit, and he's already sort of done that, you know.
Hmm.
Yeah, very good, Mike. Very good. In time, you're gonna be fucking awesome. Right. We'll go back to that Tom guy as well. Tom Gillard.
Well, we kind of just did him, didn't we? Sort of
Yeah,
decent.
I want to give him a little. I want to give him a proper shout out, like get him up and screen properly.
Do you
Yeah.
know him?
No, but I just feel like it's something we should do. Give him his moment. There you go.
So yeah, I mean, obviously he's just a kid, yeah, right. So you still got a. I mean, fuck me, he might just be older than me, but
Yeah. I don't know. He looks young based on that, doesn't he?
yeah, but decent chest, decent delts, decent midsection, terrible back.
Yeah. Based on this, mate, you look really good. The proportions and everything looks good. So chest is a little bit flat, but also that pose isn't favourable for the chest.
Yeah, he's almost like crunch, like
Yeah.
concaving himself in.
Yeah, definitely. Right, and then we get his back up. Just load him, mate. One
Maybe it's
sec.
just how he's posing it. I don't know, but it just
Yeah, I agree.
needs a good amount of work on that back.
But this is where he needs the work. Can you see that zoom in? Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. So this is what you need to work on more than your front, definitely. So lats are near enough non-existent. Yes, you have got a taper. I think that's more like just a natural taper. It almost to me, without even seeing your training, I know that you're not connecting properly with this.
So look at the reflection in the mirror,
Oh yeah, that looks good.
right?
Yeah,
So if you look in there, he has that thing what I just said, where he's got the teres kind of like developed quite well because they come through when you hit a front, almost like a front lat or a front double.
one double. Yeah.
On the back, it just doesn't look as good.
So are you zoomed in now? Yeah, is it zoomed in?
Yeah, yeah,
So what needs to happen here is follow this arrow. This needs to come out like that, then in here.
yeah.
That's what needs to happen here. You need to develop this bit here. So as I say, I've got clients like this, and I know it's because you're not targeting your lats when you're rowing. So if you want to inbox me, mate, I'll be able to help you out with your rowing technique, and it will fucking develop this like you wouldn't believe. Trust me. I've got some pointers for you, bro. Um, yeah, it just needs more back in general, but in particular, I would say this is a very
More back. I mean, even the traps are kind of lagging. So I think he probably just he just needs to work like probably do back twice a week or something.
yeah, definitely more focused towards your back knee. Relative to we didn't rate just hedge. Like
Well, it's difficult to rate him. He's an anomaly, and he like how do you rate someone like that? It's kind of
what the guy in the Tanner.
the tall guy, yeah.
Well, I've seen him on stage. He went against Craig. Mike on stage, you're probably a 7.5 out of 10. And
Okay.
bearing in mind, we're talking about like top level 10. Like yeah, in a
Yeah,
couple of
yeah.
years, you could definitely be up there. So this guy, relative to gym users, I would say he's like a 6 out of 10 because of his back. His
Oh,
front, this
I'll tell
here,
you what,
this here, relative to gym users, is good.
the fact that we're not seeing his legs tells me that they're probably not very good.
True.
Um, so on his front alone, just because he like, I think I agree. 6 is probably fair, which is actually quite high.
Yeah, like
That's based on his front alone because he's got decent midsection, decent abs, decent chest, decent delts.
yeah, I would say yeah. The front is probably 6.5. The back is probably 4 or 5.
Mm,
Uh, so who have we got now? We've got Connor Tatted Warrior. You probably must know him. He's a tattoo dude.
don't know. Oh, well, like every person with
Yeah.
tattoos are gone.
Oh no, hold on a minute. If he's got tattoos in his name, like this must be a thing. Right. Okay. You see that?
Oh my god, they're fucking horrendous tattoos. What the fuck?
Oh, we're not doing that.
I'm
So
gonna,
rate his
I'm gonna
tattoos.
have to rate his tattoos on my TikTok, bro. What
Oh,
a
what's he got?
fuck
Hold on a minute. Look
those.
at that. He's got on his face as well.
Oh wow.
Look at this. Does this mean you're part of a gang? Does this mean you've killed people?
It, oh
If it
god.
is, bro, you better be careful what you fucking say. This guy's gonna come and get
And what does that say on his stomach?
you. Bef- hmm.
I
Is that
definitely
FOE?
I definitely don't rate his tattoos, I can tell you.
He's got this. See this sword thing? This is what Brock Lesnar's got, isn't it?
God.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so let's go to his physique. So physique wise, straight away I can see your arms need work.
His legs are good.
Relative, yep, legs are definitely not too bad. Relative size. I think the thing is, Connor, you need just to be in a bit better condition for us to properly see.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, because there's no detail through the
His
legs, no
his quad's got
midsection.
a decent sweep. His adductors need to come up.
Let's have a look. Yeah, they don't touch, do they? Yeah, yeah. Um, I would say arms relative to your physique.
I
Lats,
mean,
he's
he needs to
actually
bring those arms down to begin with. That's
yeah. So his arms at the moment, this angle, if they came out at this angle instead,
yeah.
but also there's not really much peak and there's no separation between them. But then again, there's
No,
no separation here or here,
no.
and I think that's a condition thing.
His chest is obviously also will need to come up, but that could just be down to just condition. But
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. So Connor, it's hard for us to fully judge because of your condition, I would say. But do you know? I feel like he's got in part. I feel like he'd be like fairly thick in general, but because he's thick, that means nothing truly stands out. If that makes sense.
has he got any other shots?
No, he only sent me one.
Because you know, in a front double, that's kind of the one that exposes you like the most. But sometimes someone can look not that good in a front double, but then they hit a different shot, and you're like, oh, fucking hell,
Yeah, I'll get that. If his arms were down, we'll be able to tell a bit more, maybe.
yeah. So like in a side chest, you can have not that great arms, but you can pull it off quite well.
Yeah, I'll get that. Yeah, so based on overall physiques and gym, I would give this like a 5 out of 10.
Fair.
But if you've killed people because of those tattoos, I'm really sorry. Don't kill me. Remember, this isn't a fucking slag off, and I'm sorry if it offends anyone. But we have to be honest. If we're not fair about this shit, then it's like kind of there's no point in doing it, right?
I think
I
you're
think
being nice.
yeah, I know, I know that you're a little bit harsh with me. Aubrey, okay, I know Aubrey. Aubrey is Kelvin's client,
I
Kelvin
thought
Hind.
it was a bird.
Aubrey, yeah.
Sounds
So
like some man. Aubrey.
Aubrey, a little bit of background on Aubrey. Aubrey did his first season this year. He's like 19 years old, I think. Here you go.
He looks good. Fuck me.
There you go. Yeah,
Yeah,
generally
good.
speaking, not bad at all, mate. So he's only 19. He's like
Good
pretty new.
calves, good hamstrings. I think the posing or the quads need to come up from the side, but I think that could be down to posing. His back's good.
So I saw Aubrey on stage, and it's just he's quite like those muscles that I don't have deep separation. They're quite shallow.
Yeah,
He's kind of like that. Like he just needs a little bit more depth to his muscle to expose a bit more detail.
I get that.
Uh, yeah, but
Oh,
condition probably
very good.
condition. Sorry, mate, go on.
I said very good. He's overall very good.
Condition needs to come up a bit more detail, but he's 19 for fuck's. I'm pretty sure he's 19. He might be 18. Um, yeah, just need a few more years, mate. But this is very good for the level that you're at.
I think just
Um,
condition alone is going to get him further ahead.
if he was like another 10% condition, he'd be very good. He'd be very good. The junior category, bearing in mind as well. So rate him out of 10 relative
Eight.
to all competitors.
I'll give him an eight. Oh, all competitors.
Oh, so relative to juniors, I'd say 8. Relative to all competitors.
Relative to all competitors, a five and a half.
Yeah, relative to all competitors, probably a 5 or a 6. Yeah, that's
Yeah, because you got to remember, like that age like bracket, you can't really close that with, unless you're, I don't know, some of those fucking freaky, like stupidly talented juniors. It's
yeah,
hard.
like my client Josh.
Yeah,
Like Josh is 19 and natural, and he's like fucking
I
so
know.
proportionate and so big. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's stupid.
Yeah, so few more years on Aubrey. Yeah, so you
Or
need,
like
mate.
another 10 years.
Oh, in 10 years, it's gonna be very good, very
Yeah,
very good. But
give it another 10 years, and then
but even that's a little bit harsh because even in like 3 to 5 years, he's gonna be pretty good.
Oh yeah. By the time he's out of juniors, he should be pretty good.
So this is Courtney. Courtney was a client of mine.
What is it with fucking guys having fucking birds' names? What the fuck?
I'm going to
I
show this
thought
one
that was
first.
a bird.
So Courtney, yeah, say he was a client of mine for a little bit.
Yeah.
He would always struggle to put on size. He would always struggle to get super lean. Like you'd raise his calories and he wouldn't gain, and then you'd drop his calories and he wouldn't lose. Weird. I don't know what the fuck was going on with that, but there you go. See that?
Yeah.
So from the back, he's definitely better, which we'll get up in a second. From the side,
Look, bro, we can't rate that. What do you want me to say?
I want you to
Fucking
be honest. Right,
put more muscle. Like I can't.
but
You can't. Like I'm not being horrible, right? You can't really rate that, can you?
hold on, hold on. He's relative to other non competitors relative to him.
Nothing special.
Of course, but we can't be fucking too harsh, mate.
But it's not harsh. It's just true. It's like you need to put more muscle on everywhere. What do you want me to say? Average everything.
Yeah, I do agree. You do need to put on muscle everywhere. I
Just need
can't
to.
disagree with that. But
That's
also,
start
because
eating food. Start training. Like obviously he's probably already doing that anyway. But start eating more food, and that's it. Time.
hey, as I say, he was my client for about 4 months, and I know that he trains hard. He sends me videos.
Yeah.
I see him train. I know he trains hard.
But like, this is the thing. It's not being horrible. It's just like there's nothing to say. I can't
Just
say, oh, this is good, but this isn't because you're still just everything's relatively the same. Everything's when you're a beginner, you haven't got good body parts and shit body parts.
I,
Everything
I,
is
I fully agree. Mate,
fuck.
I agree with you. I agree with you. He just needs to come up everywhere. However,
Yeah.
back is a little bit better. So have a look at the back. I would say his delts and his arms are pretty good here. His biceps, his back's not
Yeah.
bad. His legs are undersized. So yeah,
Yeah.
relative to non-gym users, this is probably like a 4 out of 10. Sorry, not non-competitors. Sorry.
Non-gym users.
Relative to like your nan,
Relative, yeah.
you're better. You're
Relative to
better
my
than my nan. I'll give you
neighbor.
that. No, I'm joking, Courtney. I'm joking. Yeah, from the back you're better. From the front you're not quite as good. Just need more size. Need more time. That's it.
Yeah, that's right.
That's it.
Shape wise, he's got a decent shape. That's all we
Sure.
can kind of say.
Yeah. It's there's definitely nothing glaring as a huge weakness. It's all just like all just
It's all just a big fucking weakness.
come.
Just bring everything up.
Oh, so here's Sam Harvey. Sam Harvey is a competitor. He is also a fellow metalhead. We always fucking talk about metal.
Sounds
Right.
good.
So, so, where should we start? All right, we'll start on this. This is his strength. This is definitely a strength here. He actually, I think, yeah, he done the same show as me, the one that you were at. He was in Classic. Can you see that?
He's he's a tall cunt. He come
This
up
one
to
here.
he came up to me and he was chatting to me for ages, mate. He's fucking brilliant. This guy. He's the nicest guy you ever meet as well.
Yeah, he's class.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
he's quality,
look
mate.
at that fucking back. Look at the hamstrings. Condition maybe slightly more.
I don't know. That condition looks pretty good to me. I mean, maybe the upper body, the condition's there. Look at
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That back looks ridiculous. To be fair,
I know.
that is really, really good.
I know.
Even the tricep sweep as well.
Yeah.
Hamstring detail. You need more quad from the back. Yeah, that's legit, mate. That's really, really good.
Yeah, very good.
Let's go to his front shot. So we
I
got.
think that's where he gets exposed a little bit because of
I
its.
agree. I agree. I'm pretty sure it's his legs. I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming up now. There you go. Yeah, condition is not really a problem.
No,
I would say, like especially upper and even well, to be honest, even the legs there look right. It just needs to be a bit more outer sweep, you know.
just needs to be a little bit, yeah, wider.
But this upper, if you were to just like cut off the legs, this is pretty good. This is pretty
Yeah,
fucking good.
very good.
Can't really complain about that. I don't think that he's got the genetic structure for classic, so I think he should try and move away from classic.
Yeah.
I think he should go into open, but he just needs to bring these up. That's it. So
The guy that stood next to him, that quad sweep.
like this one here.
Oh, next to him.
Oh yeah. That's way more classic.
100%.
This is way more classic. This is more open, not more leg. So let's rate him.
8.5.
Yeah, I can go on board. I can give it. I reckon I'll give him an 8. I think with more leg. Nah, do you know what? Yeah, 8.5 because that back is ridiculous. Yeah, I can go. I can go on board with that. Sam, very good, mate. Very, very good. Right. So this one, I know I need you to not be too harsh because again, man is a very much beginner.
Oh, let's not do him then. But there's no point. There's no point.
Okay, man, you're a beginner. You need to bring up everything.
Next.
I don't want Dave to be too harsh.
No, it's not harsh. It's just what like right. What the fuck do you expect me to rate? Rate means there's something to actually compare.
Oh,
Oh,
Dave, you are harsh without even realizing.
next, go, move on.
Right, Manj, but Manj is my client, and also he's a fucking nice guy. And I just want to say, from my perspective, keep doing what you're doing, mate. You're on the right path. Just gonna need a bit more time. That's it.
100%. Give it time, you'll be good.
Wrong one, shit.
I'm not harsh. I just
Oh shit, sorry. you're. This is why I love you, though, mate. You're like your persona is just like this. It's just funny.
yeah,
Um,
but like I'm not just gonna sit here and pretend and be like, oh yeah. Plus, it's boring for people to watch as well. You got to remember, if you've not really got much for us to look at, It's boring for other people to look at as well.
Right, this guy here, Adam
Yes.
Harding.
Now we're talking.
This is a fucking physique. So can you see? Hold on, let me reshare. Sorry, one sec, buddy. Adam Harding. Look at that.
Yeah, that's fucking mental. That's mental.
Yeah, that is ridiculous. That's ridiculous. I actually, you know, I speak about him quite a lot, and I compete against him at FitX as well.
Yeah.
And so we talk quite a lot. And I actually said to him, "Do you know what? Like your physique, I prefer to my own physique. Like I would rather have that than mine.
Mate, do you not think like he has a similar structure to what I have with the long?
Yeah, like the long torso.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I actually like those physiques though, not just because I have that physique, but
I know, I agree. You know, like Nathan Asher.
yeah, yeah,
So if you look, his lats are quite short relative to his upper, and his torso, his midsection is like really like elongated.
yeah. But I'll tell you, the only time this works is if you've got fairly decent sized arms. If your arms are shit, it looks terrible.
I get that. I get that. His
If
arms are fucking ginormous.
huh?
His arms are ginormous.
Yeah.
And there's
If your
something
arms
else to mention with this physique is he's 6'5".
fuck,
Yeah, he's a fucking
what the
monster.
fuck?
And bro, check this. If he's listening, well, he will be listening. I'm pretty sure his calories go up to like 10,000 calories a day. He's in off season.
Mental, mental, and I believe that.
Oh, bro, he is a fucking monster.
Yeah,
I've got another
push,
one of him.
killed. Everything just looks awesome. I mean, to me, that comes as close to a 10 out of 10. He's
Yeah,
like level on par with you
yeah.
and Joshua and Connor and
Based on this photo, he's a 10 out of 10, like on the amateur scene.
yeah,
Yeah, I agree. He's fucking ridiculous. So I will say this. He actually sent me another one. He said, use this one as well. So I'm going to get this one up. Where is it? So I have also obviously competed against him. So I'm going to critique him. I'm going to critique him rather than we just suck him off the whole time. So his posing isn't great on stage. His back could use a little bit more work. But from the front, he beat pretty much 99.9% of everyone.
yeah.
He also, his leg detail could be a bit more because his
Oh
leg
no,
size is
that
fantastic.
front double, look, the detail in there, the quad was
Oh, I agree, but as I say, I've competed with him and I know what he looks like in real life.
okay.
Bearing in mind, I think Adam Dawson. So it's just me being hypercritical.
Mate, I don't know. That's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, there's not any
Fuck.
weaknesses based on this, is there?
Yeah, that's just fucking stupid. Look at that. What the fuck?
Yeah, Adam, you're a 10 out of 10, to be fair, mate. I just think there could be a little bit better posing, a little bit more on the back. Other than that, yeah, based on what we got up here, 10 out of 10.
Yeah, 100%.
Very, very impressive, mate. I fucking knew it. As soon as he sent it to me, I was
I
like,
wouldn't
okay,
mind looking like that.
I'd love to do that. He looks
Yeah.
fucking amazing. He looks amazing. Next one, Brandon Scott.
Brandon Scott. Trying to think.
Yes. So he was the dude. Remember when I was talking about poor coaching service?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. So
I
he
feel like
ended up doing showing.
I've just given the cat of the bag. Fuck it, that's what it is. But he was the dude that I was trying to help out because I feel like he wasn't getting what he deserved.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so here he is.
So he's good.
Yep, definitely, mate. Pretty thick everywhere.
Yeah.
Um,
Better condition. That's what he needs. But like you
yeah,
said, it wasn't his fault.
no condition. But you know what? I will say this to Brandon because he'll be listening. So as I say, I'll address you personally. You need to not get as fat in off season because I remember you started your prep too fat. So if you start your next prep closer to where you need to be, you'll have to get there without struggling like fuck. Um,
That's a mistake we've all made.
yeah, mate, it's really common. But he's got great muscle mass. He's incredibly strong. I would say his lower body needs to come up a tiny bit to match the upper.
Yeah.
His back is his strength, to be fair, which we haven't got up. Okay, now. Um, Weirdly enough, it doesn't look as impressive here, but I've seen it in person. It's ginormous, mate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it is super big. It's just condition and back. Sorry, conditioning legs. Conditioning legs is what it needs. Here it is. Yeah,
Yeah,
that doesn't do him justice.
that's good. Yeah, it looks good.
But this in real life, this lat spread is very, very big. I've seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It just looks like he's got a film of water. And if you look at his lower back as well, like he's
Yeah,
carrying.
yeah. It just kind of, yeah, just kind of like the same thing that
Yeah.
a lot of people seem to struggle with.
Um, yeah. So rating for Brandon.
Seven out of 10.
Yeah, 7.5 out of 10. And I think what it is, if you gave, I know this is like a big if. For example, like Sam, we gave Sam Harvey, we gave him an 8 out of 10, but it's because his condition's considerably tighter.
Yeah,
So if Brandon came in with Sam's condition, then we'd have a different conversation, right? But where Brandon doesn't get full condition, it's hard to give him a higher rating.
that's right. You can only judge what's in front of you. That's
Exactly. Uh, he's going to watch it, and I have to shout him out because I don't want to be rude. I'm sorry. Charles Waterhouse, he goes to my gym. I want to say something, but don't tell him. Don't tell him. Don't tell him. No, no, because I need you to not be offensive because he's got autism and he struggles like learning disabilities. Like, he's not like he's a perfectly able guy, but he struggles a little bit with like interaction and stuff. So please, like, don't say anything harsh.
I'll just keep quiet the whole time.
But Charles, is a little shout out for you. You just need more size, mate. So I'm gonna get you up now. Um, yeah, he just needs more size everywhere,
Yeah,
basically.
you just need more
I
size
don't want to
on.
make a big deal of it. Like, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Charles, keep doing what you're doing, mate. You're a lovely dude. Just need a bit more size. That's all it is. Okay. We're almost at the end, so we're going through like over 20 people now. Oh shit.
It's good.
Right. So now we've got yes, we've got two more. Sam Goodrich. You know Sam?
Rings a bell.
Sam is a fucking top dude. We might be going to Sweden together. So he's doing the two row show in Sweden, or whatever the fuck, NPC. It's in April, May time, and he was like, "Oh, come along as well." And I thought, "Fuck, you know what? It sounds like really good." He reckons it's an amazing show. He's done quite a lot of shows. He's done pretty well, pretty thick.
Yep.
He's about 6 foot tall, about 5'11", 6 foot, I think.
That
Yeah,
side chest.
just loading up now, mate. One sec.
Oh, okay.
I'm going from the back.
Fuck, no, that's good.
Yeah, very thick.
And that's an off-season shot, right? I take
Yep,
it.
that's it. That's it right now. I'm pretty sure he's like 20 kilos above his stage weight, and he's still got like that level of detail.
Very good. Yeah, arms are good.
Yep,
Back's good.
yep.
Legs are good relative to legs. Quads probably need to come up a little bit, but
Well, I'll get him from the front in a sec. Um, but because when you're not in condition, like it's always hard to make this look good.
100%, 100%.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because you can see he's obviously carrying a bit here and stuff. But look at this fucking thickness through here. Even
Mm,
got a lat straight. Sorry, a trap straight. Oh,
yeah,
um, delt's good, biceps good. Yeah, this is incredibly strong. Very, very good. Here you go from the front. Should we go front double or
yeah. The front double.
double there?
I don't. Just from what I can see here, without you opening it, I don't think I like how he poses it.
Okay. What don't you like?
But when you open it, I'll have a proper look. But from that little bit, that side chest I want to see as well because that looks pretty good. Right,
Quads look pretty good.
quads look very good. I just
Yeah.
think he's kind of looks a little bit awkward the way he's kind of. I think he
Well,
needs to stand straight.
yeah, he's almost like because I know he does classic, but I'm pretty sure he might be moving it. Well,
That's classic.
yeah.
Why?
He looks like an open guy, doesn't he?
He's not classic.
No, he looks like an open guy. Based on this here, I don't
Is he?
really see
I
it.
don't
I
know.
don't really see a weekness. Bearing in mind, right? Bearing in mind he's full off season. Hold on. I don't want to say speak out of turn. I'm pretty sure he's off season, like full off season. This doesn't look like there's any weaknesses
No,
relative to other amateurs. This is not. There's nothing weak here at all. This is very, very
that's
good.
right. Yeah, he's balanced. He's balanced. He's good. He's very good.
Great taper, great sweep, good arms, good chest. Chest is very full. Even in this pose, you can see that you've got a full chest.
Yeah,
Leg size
and
is
that
good.
kind of that lighting is not really favorable to
Yeah,
it's not a gym lighting. It's outside is like weather's shit. So it's kind of it's probably the worst lighting you can put him in as well, and he still looks good.
yeah. Given that there's like no favourable things going on there, he still looks like that.
Like if that
I
was in
might
a
be wrong.
gym pump, that
Yeah,
would look
imagine it. Imagine with a bit more condition and under good light.
for me
Uh, right, his side chest coming up.
very good. That
Yeah,
hamstring is hanging. Biceps looks really big and full. Forearms on him. Fuck me.
yeah. I didn't even notice that. So just to be hypercritical, I'd say maybe a bit more tricep.
I think it's the way he's holding his arm. Maybe he needs to flex the tricep. You know when you he's probably just having it relaxed.
But imagine if he had more long head. So you know the head touches their
I
lap.
know, I know, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Again, I don't really see much weakness here. This is very, very good. I like the way he's posing it as well. It's very compact. Like he's got his,
yeah,
it's quite high. I quite like it when you can
yeah.
see some at a peak though. You know, so a little bit lower maybe. So if he's holding his arm a little bit lower,
So he's not having the midsection. Yeah.
yeah. So a little bit more
But then
midsection, a bit
he'll
more.
probably, I'll tell you what, he probably can't because remember me and you had this discussion because you said you need to hold your hand closer, lower down. But I'm like, but because of the way my biceps are, he's got peaky biceps, kind of like what I have. When you go and do that, your biceps flatten out.
Right, yeah. So if he pulls, if this arm goes straighter here, this is going to start looking smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
it's
get
kind of
you.
a what do you want? What would you rather? Would you rather a
Yeah.
midsection or would you rather? Yeah. So
What I like what he's doing here is a lot of people don't do this. You see this shoulder here.
yeah.
This is showing, and I think a lot of people miss this out on the side chest. And what you
Hmm.
do is you're rounding over this shoulder. You round it forward because then it gives you more width and it pushes it into this chest as well, this pec, sorry. I really like the way that he's doing that because like not a lot of people do that.
Very good. Yeah.
Very good. So out of 10, bearing in mind he is a competitor, bearing in mind he's in his back garden.
Is he a classic?
Yes.
So from a classic standpoint, I I think I don't know. He just doesn't look classic to me. He just nothing about him looks classic.
Okay, so let's rate him based as a bodybuilder. Open.
8 out of 10.
I'll give him a nine. He looks like he's good everywhere. He looks like he's good
Mind
everywhere.
you, top 10 a 10 would be like I said, the likes of
Well, we've just given Adam Harding the 10.
yeah, and he's not
Yeah, but Adam was also bearing in mind Adam was on the stage lighting in condition.
okay. Fair enough. I could okay. Yeah.
All right, 8.5 to 9 for sure.
Yeah, okay.
And we've got one more. Sam Whitmore. He's not a competitor.
I know Sam, yeah.
Based on his Instagram, I'm pretty sure he's more into like lifting. He's more into like not so much powerlifting, but like
Just general training.
yeah. Let's go here. Let's go this side shot.
The thing as well with those guys that aren't bodybuilders is you're posing in a way that you actually make your physique look worse. Sometimes you can pose in a certain way that you actually detract from your physique rather than make it look better.
Yeah,
So like here, look at this. He's like almost like he looks very awkward in here. Like he just like I said, he's not pulling in that other shoulder.
yeah.
Um,
What I just said. You know what I just said.
yeah,
Yeah, he's not showing it.
hiding his entire midsection. His chest actually looks flat because he's looking from a 2D angle.
Mhm.
You can tell he's got good hamstrings and good quads, but it's just how he's posing him. Those calves look fucking sick as well, but it's how
So,
it's
so he's
seems like,
actually making himself look smaller by doing this pose.
yeah,
So what he
that's
needs
what
to
I'm saying.
do, what he needs to do is keep your hips looking this way, but rotate the upper body round. So we see more. So imagine if this delt was finished here instead.
Hmm.
So now he's more twisted. What you're going to do then is you're not going to get this same level. Like your chest isn't going to look as flat,
Yeah,
and you're going to get more width here.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, this pose is needs a bit of work. But the
He's sitting
physique,
into it too much, I feel as well.
he's sitting into it. Did you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think yeah, the pose isn't working for him because actually the physique's not too bad. Have a look,
No, yeah, physique's right in this shot.
what else we got? There you go. We've got a front shot now. I've got most muscular.
Okay. Yeah, let's fuck. Well, look at him fucking quads.
Yeah, they're big. They're big. And the camera angle's looking down at him. He still look like that.
Yeah, yeah.
His arms
Very
are
good.
good. Do you know what?
Very
Straight away, I know what his weakness is.
bit of more chest, upper
Bit more
chest,
this, but I would say the thing that's letting him down is clavicle width.
clavicle width. Yeah,
So if you notice here, he's drooped down
yeah,
like this. Imagine if this went like this: trap, delt, arm. So if the delt did this instead,
yeah,
that's to do with the clavicle length. This bit here. So
yeah,
if this clavicle came to about here instead, it would totally transform his physique.
yeah. 100%.
But he's got good. Look at that bicep.
I know.
Like, and it starts right in his elbow as well,
Yeah,
like right in the elbow crease.
he almost looks like a natural in a way. Do you know what I mean? Like those
Yes.
naturals that like look not in an insulting way, but I'm saying like he almost has that skin of a natural.
So what you find as well, like with mind you, he's got big traps, but the androgen receptors, in the most androgen receptors are in the traps and the delts. So usually when someone's on gear, you can usually tell because the delts just go, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
I
I
need
would
to
say,
ask. May well be natural because he has that look to him.
yeah, and that's definitely not an insult if you're listening,
If
mate.
you look at someone like Jack Thorburn, for example,
Yeah,
he just
yeah,
has that like natural kind of like look to his skin, which is like it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Like we want that as when we are on gear, but we can't get that because that transparent skin because it's too much shit going on with water retention and whatnot. So
yeah, I get that. But yeah, this is good. So relative to non-competitors, rating out of 10.
he's like an 8.5.
I agree. Yeah, relative to non,
That in the
non
gym, you could think, oh fuck me, it is good.
yeah, if you saw this and you said I don't compete, you'd be like, fucking hell, you should maybe think
Why
about
don't
doing
you?
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is probably like an 8.5, maybe even a 9 for non-competitive.
100%. Yeah, yeah.
Because he could be a competitor, that's the thing. He could easily do
Oh
it.
yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure we are at the end of the
Should we do Alex as well?
yes. Oh yeah, you said him over, didn't you? Yeah. Right, bear with me, mate. A minute. I'm gonna get him up now. Right, where is he? Did you WhatsApp it? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so send me four, haven't you?
Yeah,
His fucking traps.
I know.
What the fuck? Wait,
So with
one sec.
him, I'll just give a little background on him because
Yeah, go on.
he is he's been my training partner for probably 7 years, 6, 7 years. So we've trained together a long time.
Yeah,
Um, and he's never done a fucking deadlift. And when you see his back, you're just gonna think, what the fuck? He doesn't row like barbell row or anything like that. He doesn't do any free weight exercises like that.
really?
We normally do like dumbbells, like like chest supported dumbbells.
Yes.
but no rowing. Um, and yeah, he's never competed as well.
That's the problem with Alex. I know this already. Alex's thing is, I don't think he likes dieting. I'm going to go out on a limb and say,
So
or maybe I'm wrong.
I
Tell me if
said
I'm
to him,
wrong.
right? I said to him, look, you diet the wrong way because it goes from 0 to 100, and you'll
Oh
go
yeah,
from eating what he wants, relaxed, to white fish. And I'm like, you can't do that. So I said, he goes, oh, who should I get to coach me? I said, look, let me help you, right? Let me do your diet, and let's see and let me show you that you can, you could do this, right? And I've changed his diet round, and mate, in like maybe 2 weeks, he looks way better. Um, we do almost like a carb cycle type diet, because what he'll do is he'll go from 0 to 100, ton of cardio, no food. He'll flatten out. He looks worse when he starts to actually flatten out, and he loses a bunch of muscle. Then he goes binges, cheats on his diet, and he's back to square one.
right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So we've taken a slightly different approach this time, and it's working.
Right. So here he is. I'm going to screen share now. You see that?
It's
You got it?
no, it's still oh, there we go. Yeah,
Right, zoom in. There you go.
cool. So that's his back.
That's look at the fuck. What look at the
Mate,
height of that
absolute shit.
to that.
Yeah, and it's
That's
funny because like he's always had that. It's just
that
meant.
looks fucking Photoshop, bro. Do you know what? It looks like he's got like
I
what the
know.
fuck? So hold on, let's just work this out like anatomic. So his spine, most people's spine would end about here, and then their hairline would be probably about here.
Yeah.
His hairline's like must have more vertebrae.
Do you reckon?
What the fuck? Look,
Yeah, I know. It's stupid.
that is nuts. Like that looks crazy. So let's look at the strengths. The size of those lats, that's fucking nuts. That is crazy. Mid back thickness is there. Lats, delts are there. Arms are there. Traps are clearly there.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean that is for non-gym users. If we're talking muscular development, this is like very much like a 9.5, 10 out of 10, like for development.
Yeah. Oh, I mean,
For
I'll tell you,
non-competitive, sorry.
like, I think he's got one of the best backs I've ever seen on anyone with
It's just
regard to those traps and just the lower backs also like the erectors, and considering as well he doesn't do any deadlifting or anything like that. It's all just like sort of machine work and that.
you know what's quite good about him as well is he's so obviously I've seen him, I've known him for years as well, and
Yeah.
he's completely unique. Like you see this back, you know it's him within 0.0001 second. You could see him in a lineup of a million people. That's him.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Like it's so unmistakably Alex. Like this is so unique. Name one other time you've seen this.
I haven't.
I've never seen this in my life. It's crazy.
Yeah. Man,
um,
I'd love to have a traps like that.
just how the fuck is he getting a shirt? Like so, the shoulder on the shirt goes here, and then the collar starts about here. So you're telling me he's got to get a collar
Like,
that goes there
what's like I always say to him, like
there.
we always say, I'm like, your traps actually make you look sometimes worse in a way. Make your physique actually look worse because it makes everything else look out of proportion. And because
So
it's so stupidly big.
yeah, so when I'm talking muscular development, this is probably a 10 out of 10 for non-competitors. But when I'm talking balance, I don't know if it is a 10 out of 10. For balance, this is not balance. This is nuts. This is almost inhuman, isn't it?
I think there's nothing he can do with those for those traps because he doesn't train traps. He doesn't do anything, but they just fucking grow and grow and grow.
Alex, that is fucking crazy. Right, let's get another one up. Let's get him from the front. Fucking freaky, isn't it?
I know.
Like, do you know what he'd be good at? He'd be good at, remember Kiana's 5%?
Yeah,
He's very much like that, isn't he? He's got that look.
yeah. Oh,
Um,
100%.
yeah, he suits that perfectly. You see that?
Yeah.
There you go.
And mind you, this is like not the greatest quality picture, so you can't.
Yeah, it's a little bit pixelated, isn't it? Right, so let's talk balance, upper to lower balance. Yeah, I'd say it's there. These quads are very big, shoulders are big. The traps look more normal from the front. They're still big, but they look more normal.
I'll tell you what. There's certain pictures that they don't like. They don't like. I'll try and find a picture where the traps just like it just does not look normal. I mean, look
So yeah,
in
go
this.
on. They're so like I'd like to get a fucking ruler on them. How fucking long are they? It's crazy.
Oh, they're just. It's just how they insert. I think. I mean, look at
Yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah. I've seen that one. Yeah, what the fuck?
That's just
Right.
retarded. It's just
Yeah,
next.
that's crazy, crazy. So right, if we're gonna critique him, right, the obvious critique
Get a
is
different picture. Get a different because I've sent you a leg shot as well. Because this is just really difficult to tell because the quality of the picture is not great. But if you get
the critique of Alex though is his condition. The critique of Alex's condition because we're
oh,
not going to be able to properly see his physique to his condition, right?
hopefully this year, because I've sent you some leaner pictures as well. Hopefully we're going to be able to get him there. Like I'm hoping that
I'd
if
love to see that. There you go.
because mate, if he can pull it together, that just looks fucking. That's just retarded. It's just but
Yeah, you see that?
so his legs are good.
His legs are very good. They're fucking ginormous.
Yeah. Um.
Um,
So
it's literally just condition, especially through
thing
here.
legs is the teardrops. So he knows this as well. So we always talk about how like we're the opposite because he's got these like massive sweeps and his quads insert high and he's got like the teardrops is what's lacking.
Right.
Whereas I'm the opposite. So
Yeah, 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 yeah.
um but considering like when you take the entire leg, that leg is fucking huge.
So here's the thing. I don't know if he wants to compete. I'm pretty sure he doesn't. I'm pretty sure he doesn't give a fuck about that. But if he wanted to compete, this I don't think he'd be able to because of the tattoos. Like this will never translate well on stage.
I mean, you got to look at that Gaz Inc. for example. Uh,
Yes.
he's covered in tattoos.
What's his midsection? Let me get him up on Instagram. What's his midsection like that, Gazing? Because I had a client called Josh Firmage, and his midsection's just covered, and it just throws off the physique.
I mean, it will, to some extent, but we're not talking about being an IFBB pro. We're talking about,
Okay, but here you go. Here's Gaz Inc. So Gaz Inc. doesn't have tattoos on his.
he does.
Well, you can see his midsection very, very clearly.
Yeah, but I mean, he's still got like a tattooed.
Yeah, that's mega impressive though, isn't it? He looks fucking good.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, look, it's one of these things, right? We kind of decide. I'm the same way. Now I've gone and tattooed both my legs, right? So it's one of these things. It's like, is it going to detract from your physique on stage? 100%. But it just comes with the territory, really.
but I know you know Alex obviously better than I do, but the Alex that I know, I'm pretty sure he don't give a shit. I'm pretty sure he cares more about his life than he does like the tattoos in his life mean more than competing.
Yeah.
The competing side is like, yeah, well,
Oh,
um,
100%. But if he wanted to do it, I think it can work. It's just a matter of, dieting.
here you go. So can you send me this one as well?
Yeah. So that's actually the other day after I changed his diet and we did about a week and a half on.
So here's how I see it, right? He needs to focus less on muscle mass because he's got it. Right? Muscle mass. This is for a non-competitor. This is 10 out of 10. Right? For a non-competitor, how many people are that muscle? Fucking barely anyone, right? So focus less on that. If he needs to go on a diet, but the diet's probably going to last for about 4, 5, 6 months.
No, I saw it. This is what I said to him, right? He goes, "Oh, how do I look? How many weeks out do I look now?" And I'm like, "Don't think of it like that." I said, "This is your mistake." He goes, "I'm 12 weeks out." He starts dieting. He crashed diets. He quits. I said, "What we're gonna do the next 8 weeks up until Christmas, we're gonna take this to kind of experiment with different carbohydrate amounts, getting you settled into making sure like your diet's flowing, your everything's how we want it, how we need it. Around Christmas, we're gonna take a week off to kind of relax. After that, we're gonna jump back onto the plan, and then maybe like say like do like a 4 week pull, maybe do like a photo shoot or something if he wants to."
I think, but here, but where's your friend? Well, he's our friend. I mean, me and him got really well, but
Yeah,
I can be totally like objective on this. This here is to me looks like it's over 20 weeks away from being near condition. Why do I say that? Well, I've been in this game a fucking long time, and instead of looking at your strengths, no. So if you look at his delts in his arms, you go, oh yeah, that's probably about 10 to 12 weeks away. Yeah, sure, that's not the problem. His problem is his midsection and his lower back.
yeah, he's lower back.
So the same as me. Oh, Ryan, you're still lean. I'm not. I'm lean where I'm lean. I'm not where I'm not. You know what I'm saying? So for me to get in stage condition, my lower back is probably about 12 weeks away right now. Right now. So yeah, instead of looking at your strengths, you need to look at your weaknesses.
Yeah.
But then again, this is me talking about him being on stage, and I don't think he gives a shit. So,
No, and like I said to you, this is what I said to him. After that, we might do a photo shoot, then kind of do like a little pull back again. And then if you want to then compete, we will then go and do like an 8 week diet.
yeah, fair enough. He so let's rate him for a non-gym, non-competitor.
Mate, I mean, for non-competitor, it's just ridiculous. I'd say that's like a 10.
Yeah. In terms of muscle mass, 10 out of 10. In terms of condition, obviously you need to work. But yeah, muscle mass, I'd agree. That's a 10 out of
But
10.
I'll also say this, right? I'm not just saying that because he's a mate, man. I'm just saying it because even when you look around in like regular gym goers, right? Like to have that because he's got so much muscle, he doesn't ever look fat. Like he's got like the shoulders and the arms and that, and it still looks lean. Anyone that looks at him, they're not gonna go, he's fat. Now he is fat when it comes to stage, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Like, if you were to ask, like, imagine asking, like, your mum, like, your mum probably knows it, but what I mean is if I say to my mum, hey, mum, look at this guy, she'll go, fucking hell.
Yeah.
Like, that is crazy. She, like, the untrained eye doesn't see it. The untrained eye just sees an incredibly muscular guy.
Yeah.
But if you are talking about competitive side of things, yeah, he's a good 20 weeks away from being ready.
Hmm.
If we're talking about just walking around, yeah, fuck me.
Yeah, and this is why I said to him, I said, don't look at it like that. It's kind of going to be, and he can't do it all in one diet. So it's like I said to you, it's going to be like 3 mini diets, basically.
It'd be good. It'd be good if he can put it together because he's been trying to pull it together since about 2016. So
Yeah,
I first heard of him in 2016, 17. And he inquired with me to be a client back in 2017.
right.
But it just wasn't the right time. And he went with someone else, and then he went with Tom Haynes, and then every year he's like going to be on stage this year, going to be on the stage this year. And never materializes, you
Yeah.
know?
Me and Beck had this thing where we used to make a bet. How many weeks out is Alex going to quit? We did. And we have this thing. She's like, right, he's going to quit 4 weeks out. And then, like, whatever.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
But, it would be good to see that because it just looks, how it looks, like you said, it's like a physique that no one's ever seen, just like that. Just
Yeah.
stupid.
It's bizarre, isn't it? It's fucking. It's trapped, man. What the fuck? Actually, you know what? It's not just his traps. The traps really stand out to you. It's even
Yeah.
his elbows and arms. It's so big.
Yeah. Do you know what's funny as well? Like, me and him met the same way me and you met because
BNP.
yeah. So basically, what happened was again, Sam, Sam was treating all of us doing massage.
Yeah.
And he said to him, "Oh, I know someone that can get you some." So Alex messaged me, he's like, "Oh, Sam said you got some DMP. Can you get me some DMP?" And I was just like, I said, "Yeah." I said, "Yeah." So, because I used to live in Southampton at the time, I was like 17, 18, would have been. And no, I would have been 17. I would have been 18. And he was like, "Oh, he come and met me." And that's how he kind of,
Exactly the same way.
yeah.
You give him that like see-through bag with all the yellow fucking powder in it.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Same thing.
Because mate, I had so much of it. Like I said to you, this guy at work gave it to me, and he's like, "Oh, if you want it, you can have it." So I was just like, "Sweet." I was like, "I don't know what to do with it now."
I remember with that powder, you gave me like a food bag of powder, all this yellow powder, and I remember getting like little capsules, empty capsules.
Yeah,
I was scooping and then putting it up and then like taking it.
yeah.
Oh my god!
But you don't even know how much you're taking in
No,
though.
I was putting it on little little like weighing scales. The fucking
Scales, yeah,
yeah for drug dealers.
yeah.
um, nah, I don't know. Fucking hell! I can't believe like you don't hear about anyone doing it. Yeah, who does it now?
No,
You never hear of people doing DMP. Okay, for those listening, DMP, dinotriphosphate, um, it's like its chemical structure is very similar to TNT,
yeah.
um, and it basically is the strongest fat burner. It's not for human consumption, to be honest, but it's the strongest fat burner that you could find. Couldn't find something that will burn fat faster than it, but it is like
It's
the
it's
the LD50 is very close to the effective dose. So the effective dose, let's just say, is like 5. Then the lethal dose is like 7. Like it's so treading the line of what's
so
safe
the
and what could kill you.
LD50 is the dose that would kill 50% of the population.
So it'd be very easy to go over that. Like, and then you're like dancing with death music.
But you say that, I think it is and it isn't. Because if you're responsible and if you're using 100 to 200 milligrams, you ain't going to
Sure.
kill yourself. But I think people are idiots and they're irresponsible with it.
But there's an accumulative because it stays in your body for I
It
can't remember.
does.
Yeah. And so
Does.
then let's say you end up taking 100, then the next day 200, then the next day 300.
Yeah.
You've accumulated an amount in your body that's now, you know.
And you remember the thing is, you'll take 200, you'll be like, oh, this is sweet. I don't feel anything. Next day, you take 2 tabs. I'm still all right. Next day, you take 3 tabs. And on day 4, you're in shit.
Now it all hits you. A bit like if anyone's ever done it like MDMA back in the day. I remember I used to do it. I used to fucking dab a bit or fucking sniff a bit or drop a bit. And in my head, I'm like, I'm actually fine. I might as well just do another one. Take another one. And I'm like, nah, I'm all right. And I'll do another one. And then all of a sudden, fucking hell, and you're like a fucking cabbage. You're done.
Is it
But
that
yeah,
bad?
if you overdo MDMA, yes, it's like horrendous. A bit like yeah, ketamine as well as the same. If you do too much, you're done.
When's the last time you used anything?
Cocaine within the last 18 months. MDMA 10 years ago.
Right, okay.
Yeah. Ketamine and MDMA 10 years ago. Cocaine the last 18
Use
months.
anything like that again. You would never use anything like that again.
I don't think so. There's no desire to do that. Cocaine, I'm not against, but
But
then
you're
again,
never
I choose.
scared of like, oh, if I take that, I might die, or I don't know. I'd be paranoid as fuck.
So I was. I remember before I'd ever taken it. I remember you read stories about people doing a pill and dying and shit like that.
Yeah.
So I was really nervous, but you get like this weird confidence. You take a couple, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh. And before you know, I remember one night when I was in Ibiza, I dropped 13 pills in one night. 13. First night I got there, I did half a pill. I was fucked. But then you build up a tolerance. And then
Right.
by week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, all of a sudden, one pill's doing nothing. So you've got like double drop just to feel something.
Right. Okay.
Then I'm triple dropping and I'm doing that like 3 times, 4 times a night. So yeah, one night I did 13.
Fuck, no. Yeah. See,
So
I can't relate because I've never done any drugs. Like I smoked weed like twice. I never liked it, so I just never did it. And I've never done any drugs, so I can't even relate to that.
yeah, I'm always a little bit envious of people that say that didn't like you switched on earlier, you started to get your shit in order, start trying to earn money and stuff like that, whereas I wasn't like that. At your age, I was still doing all that shit.
Yeah. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. You can still go out, you can still have fun, but it's more like don't make it the primary thing that you live for.
So when I used to go out, it started off as just a bit of fun. Like, so I'd be out on a night out with my friends, try and pull some girls, go to a club, a bit of coke, cool. And it used to complement the night. But then towards the end of my time doing it, it became about the drugs. The night out was the inconvenience.
Yeah.
I knew I needed to go out to do drugs, but I didn't really want to be out. I just wanted drugs. So it
Yeah.
flipped. It went from the drugs supporting this to the other way. Yeah. So it was like, oh, it got heavy. It got
I just
heavy.
know for me, it's like I've got an addictive personality. That's
Yeah.
why I'm in a way it's good because if I care for something, if I want something, I'm so focused on it that I just make it like my primary focus. But
Yeah.
equally, when it comes to stuff like drugs, maybe not so much.
It's funny because when it comes to steroids, you're always someone who is very much willing to push the boundaries, that side of things.
At the time, not anymore.
No, no, but you've had that in you, is what I'm trying to say.
Sure. That's what I'm
But
saying. I've got quite an addictive personality.
but that's why I find it interesting that you never went that way as well towards that side of things.
Never just in those circles.
Yeah. Well, you went out last night, right?
Hmm.
And then you got pissed, but then you were home, and then you were awake at a normal time.
Yeah, I mean, I was fucked when I got in because, like I said, I was just playing catch up. I was drinking like 2 drinks at a time. But then we got back, 4:30, we went to sleep. 7 o'clock, I was up, and like I feel fine. I feel like I've had a full night's sleep. And yeah, like tonight, I'm gonna want to go to sleep, and then I'll be fine. 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, I'll go to sleep. Tomorrow, I'll be fine.
And we said off camera before we started doing this, you're at the tipping point. So so I'm 36, if
Yeah,
I did what you did last night, I couldn't have done this podcast now. I mean, I could have, like, I could have, but I just there'd be no willingness to do it. None.
yeah, yeah.
Whereas you're at the age where it's still okay. You know what I
My I
mean?
could function just fine. I could have gone train. Obviously, it's rest today, but I feel like I can go and train now and I feel have like a awesome workout.
If you're over the age of 30 watching this, you'll know what I'm talking about. When you were 21, 22, 23, 24, like, fine. And you get to about 30 and all of a sudden it's like, oh, shit. Like, I don't know what it is. It just hits you different.
I don't think it's to do with the age. I think it's to do with life stress. So if you know that you got work, you got this, that, and the other, well then, but then if you've got a chilled life, relaxed life, your missus ain't giving you shit. You got you know your work, you know what you got to do. Like I get up, I get shit done. Well then why would that matter?
And you make logical sense. I don't disagree with anything you said, but for some reason I still struggle. I don't know. Yeah, it was always the worst when you had commitments the next day. You had commitments, and then people were calling you, and you were just ignoring the calls because you couldn't face it. And I don't know why, but I should imagine a lot of people could relate to it. For some reason, just yeah, I don't know, man. When I was your age, it was definitely very, very different. But yeah,
Change for the better though.
yeah. I mean, I wish that I could relax though, because now, like, if you said to me, you said, "Right, I'm coming up to Manchester. Do you fancy a night out?" That would play on my mind. I would be feeling like a feeling of anxiety about it. Whereas when I was younger,
You're still very much into like the bodybuilding thing heavily. So for me, last year that would have been a no go. I would have never gone out. And then my mate would be like, "Oh, let's go out." We're like, "Yeah, we'll plan the night out. Come time to go out, I just would not go out, and I'll sit at home and I'll be like, fuck, I should have fucking gone out."
mm,
Because
but
whereas now I'm like, it's fine. Like I'm so stress free with because I'm not because I don't have that stress of mate. Do you know what's funny? I haven't eaten yet today.
wow, I've only had one meal, but yeah,
Like
yeah,
I haven't eaten yet today. I've been up since 7. Like it's a different mentality.
yeah. I think wait, fuck off. Dog's doing better. So I know what you're saying, right? But for some, I can't work out whether it's the bodybuilding or not because it's not like I've got a super stressful day. If you said to me, "Right, let's go out next Saturday," I know on the Sunday I haven't watched yesterday. I know that, but it would still make me feel anxious and on edge.
It
I
will
don't know
make you
why.
feel like putting yourself a step behind.
Maybe I don't know what it is. It's hard to describe until you feel it. It's hard to describe because if you had said this to me when I was 26, I'd have been like, fuck off. But as I got older, it just started to develop. I don't know. And it'd be
Mm,
interesting to talk to you when you're past 30. Because I feel like you'll know what I'm on about. It's
yeah,
weird,
yeah,
but it's weird. It's weird. It's weird. A bit
mm,
like, like if you could go and talk to the 21-year-old version of yourself, it was different, right?
yeah.
And when you get to 31, it's different again.
And no, I get that. I think it's maybe just because like you're out of that scene now, so it's
It's
kind of
got negative connotations attached to it as well.
true.
Yeah, back then I was a bit of a twat with girls, and I didn't have any money, and I was just like, just whatever.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So it kind of makes you feel I don't want to like it almost. I don't want to like it
Yeah.
and want to go back into it.
Oh, do you know what, man? There's no in my mind. There's no threat of that. Again, it's hard for me to describe, mate. You do it. It's really hard for me to describe, but it's like it just creates this negative mindset. I think when I do cocaine, it makes me feel super, super negative. Like start like contemplating like my own life decisions. I start contemplating what I'm doing with my life. I don't know. It
Yeah,
sets me down a negative path. It really
yeah, yeah,
does.
yeah.
So just avoid it now. This guy, I've got to go and take this guy for a walk. He's doing my
Yeah,
absolute
no, it's
head.
all good. We've probably done like over 2 hours now anyway.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah,
But it's been a pleasure, mate. We haven't really caught up much. We're doing another one, right? And we're doing like
yeah, yeah.
all that.
We got to start. We got to start keeping up with the Tuesdays or whatever we normally do.
That's on me, mate. That's on me. Sorry about that.
I mean, like I said, we can do it anytime. So I think it's just nice to kind of keep because you see a lot of that. Guys will start a podcast and then they just fall off and they just don't follow through with
100%.
it. And I think we've done it for so long that we want to keep up with it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, we've been going for a good year and a half, I'd say now, probably, isn't it?
Say so. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So we'll keep it going. We'll keep it going.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe we'll do this weekend, maybe Tuesday or something like
Yeah. Yeah. I'm up with that. I'm good for that. Yeah.
that. Nice one, mate. All right,
Cool.
good speech, mate. Have a good day.
Speak to you soon.
See you, man.